Hello, 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 hello. Sorry. Oh, what am I forgetting? Oh, last thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, just to make sure I can't see anything. To blind myself. Thank you so much. Oh, there we go. Do apologise. Creaky, creaky. Oof. Thank you so much for the resub, Icarus. How you doing today? Happy Monday. Happy Monday indeed. I hope you had a good weekend. Let me locate that hype button. Sorry, I just... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, God. Auxiliary one. Yeah, the adverts, they're a nuisance. They are a nuisance. Unfortunately, it's the curse of Twitch. How are we doing today? It is indeed Monday. And what do we got to do? We got to paint him today. We are making progress on him. Finally, we got some World Eaters right there. I got a big tank being printed downstairs. I've got tons being printed anyway, and the store is live, so that's good. Where is chat? Chat is right there. So yeah, I don't want to dawdle too much. We're going to get to the painting as quickly as we possibly can. I just want to double check a couple of things before I cause a short circuit in front of me with the coffee cup warmer. Oof. What do we got to do? So Darnath needs... we've got to paint his cloak. We've got to paint the inside of the cloak. That's going to be interesting and painful, but we're going to have to do it anyway. I've forgotten. We're going to do a dark red. We're not going to do I don't know if bold pyrrole red. I don't want to do the bold weather over the cloak. He's only going to get some weathering on his armor and then a bit of dust towards the bottom of his cloak. That's, I think, the plan. Hopefully. Whether or not we actually make it happen. You got the hatchet, Titanic? Oh, crikey. And the U-96. That's a submarine, right? Bit meh. That is... well, we want fabulous. That's the goal. Fabulous is the goal. I tell you what, I was so irritating over the weekend. I was printing something out. Let it, dry, and I had it cured and all that kind of stuff, all that, normal stuff, and then it went AWOL. I have no idea what happened to it. I remember it printed out because I looked at it and thinking, there was lots of chance of isopropyl alcohol getting in there. So I gave it a blitz with the airbrush to sort of blast it, and then it sort of disappeared somewhere. Had to reprint it. It's very irritating. So, that is that. We got... Is everything live that should be live? Yeah, we got the... Still don't understand why it doesn't go live on... It only seems to go live when the YouTube stream finishes. That shout out appears. I don't know why, it's very odd. But we do have a couple of goals. Oh, hello. Well, we got technically 3 goals. We got the sub goal if you're on Twitch, and the bits goal as well if you're also on Twitch. And then, well, the double whammy, the that's on YouTube as well. The old new stream PC one. That is a sort of constant pain, especially with the graphics cards currently being... I don't know if they're even built, really. Apparently they are. But who knows? Who knows? They might have just... And the prices, I think, have already gone up on them, which is a disaster. And I know the AMD graphics card, I think, is coming out in... Or they're, like, March, basically. End of March, maybe. I don't think I think I've only ever had one AMD ATI graphics card before. I don't think I was drastically impressed at the time by it. So I'm rather hesitant to try them again. So I don't know. Maintenance period on my printers, new protectors and FEP time. Then the level process. I don't do the protectors. That's something I've never really bothered with. I just replace the FEP as soon as I see it start going. Yeah, I've never really bothered too much with the protectors. I don't think they were really a thing, or at least I'd never heard of them when I was printing at the old house. So I never really got into it as a result. I mean, maybe it had existed and I just was completely oblivious. It's probably that one, really. Graphics cards are worth more than their weight in gold. Yeah, I know. It is rather irritating. The timing. And the CPUs in general are also very weird. Like trying to get a decent CPU for. I'm just a bit lost with it at the moment. It's been a while since I've actually sort of built my own computer. Or I'm not going to build it. I'm just going to basically pay a company to do it for me. I can't be bothered this time around. It's going to be a lot easier. Plus, it comes with a warranty. Like the entire thing comes with a warranty. Thanks, Badger Bot. Right, so we are painting Darnath Lysander. The back of his cloak is going to be... I can't remember what the stream pedal controls. Do I have it... I need to have a quick look at what I have it controlling. It's a stream deck. Stream pedal. Vertical record and then record main channel. So what is this share button? Screen share. Okay. That's to change... And what's it to go back to? Just chatting, screen share, and then painting. So painting and screen sharing. I have to remember that. So if we just go to paint... I'm painting all the way over here today. I don't know. I would like a mix of between the two, really. One is too dark, one is too bright. I suppose I could really just try and figure out the cursed setting on my camera for once and get it fixed once and for all. But we are working on him today. I was pondering, very much just pondering, freehanding some design. I was stupidly looking at some Instagram person and kind of regretting it. I wonder if I can find the person who was doing this awesome, fantastic freehand work. It's just absolute filth. Black Scorpion minis, that's Colty. I don't know if I can find this person. I don't think I can find this person. Unless, hold on. My Instagram, maybe my history. My manage history, is it going to be an automatic today? Instagram. There's a different index pages. What are we all up to today? And did we have a good weekend? That is an excellent question to start off with. I'm just trying to see if those are STL files that I was looking at this morning at some ridiculous hour. No. Okay, I can't find it. Oh well. No major problem there. Just have to worry about it later. Yeah. It should be on the title, in fact, of the stream. I don't know. Is the title up here these days, or have they moved it back down to the bottom of the page, like it used, like Twitch has always used to be? His name's Darnath Lysander, and he likes to hit things with a hammer. And I still can't find his shield. I was really hoping to find the shield over the weekend. I've not had any luck. It's just the whole weekend has been stressful. So I'm going to have to continue trying to find his shield so that I can paint it later. But I am going to be painting his shield bronze. Of various sorts. I wonder if I should paint... I'm not quite sure what to do. I think the fist might be... The fist is either going to be bronze... and this is going to be just steel, I think. I think that's probably what we're going to do. But we have... I'm going to be painting this bit here white, pure white, because then we're going to go over it with red. So we're going to... That's going to take a couple of steps to get as smoothish as we can possibly do without the airbrush. As we said earlier, the back of this cloak is going to be black, but we're going to be basically doing Incubi Darkness and then glazing black in. Incubi Darkness, Thunderhawk Thingamajiggle, and the other one that I've forgotten the name of. And then glazing some... Well, we have black paint. My shoulder keeps getting in the way. That's going to be really irritating later. But yes, hold on, let me see if I can get that other colour. This bad boy right here. So the general plan is we will paint the entire cloak. Well, we could put just where the highlights, where we want the highlights on with probably Dark Reaper. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But first of all, I want to get the inside of that a little bit done first. So Celestra Grey, then pure white is probably going to be the way we're going to do it. If I can find Celestra Grey. We have Ulthun Grey of the really skanky variety. I think this is a really skanky paint. I have to remember if there are any paints that I'm missing out because I need to make an order today from Element Games. Yes. Element Games. If you are on Twitch, by the way, don't forget to use your channel points on the community goal. And unfortunately, I don't think there's anything like that on YouTube yet. So if you are watching on YouTube, firstly, hello. How are you doing today as well? I hope you're groovy. Is that correct? Stream Elements? What? Okay. Evidently, Stream Elements is also thinking, I want to get in on this action as well. So they're a double shout out on YouTube. I do apologize. It's like a phone protector. No, I know what it is. I know it's like a phone protector, but have I got one? Yeah, I do. I do have one. I just didn't want to deal with the extra. I just couldn't be asked, really. Truth be told, I just couldn't be bothered. You don't need it till you need it. Yeah, true. Okay, so we got fresh Ulthum Grey. I don't know how skanky this one is. Chances are probably quite high that it's definitely thin. So we'll just slap on Celestra Grey. Okay. It's going to be we're going to do as a thin coat as possible, a very thin coat of Celestra Grey. Then a very thin coat of Ulthun Grey. Then pure. You know what? Ulthun Grey is what we're going to do. Then pure white. And then we can paint on the pure red, try and get a smooth finish as possible. And then I think if we do go bold Pyrrole red, then we've got mahogany and that other red that I keep forgetting its name. Burnt red. Burnt red. I think we have to have this light. I think we have to have this. This camera's way too dark now. What is up with that? That happens so infrequently. What is going on? Configure. We don't need gain. Exposure. 6. All right. Fine. Where are we? There we go. Yeah, so we got bold pyrrole red and burnt red. But I think for now we'll just hope for the best. Expect the worst and hope for the best. And then hopefully I can find my brushes as well. That would also be a lovely thing. It really would be a lovely thing. I don't want to use that size 3 brush though. We're going to use this horrible. This is a size 1. I'm really wanting a size 2 brush. That would be magnificent. I'm going to have to order some new brushes soon. Send Rosemary and Co. some of that newfangled money stuff. What on earth? That is a Series 33 size 2 brush. Bingo. Got loads of bits of sort of kitchen towel, which I'm just... Oof. Look at the difference in Ulthuan Greys. Hold on. We've still on the wrong... There we go. Look at the difference in... Trust me, bro. This one's There is a definite... This one is a lot sort of paler, a lot closer to white than this one. I wonder how... Oh god, this is so watery. I don't think we're going to be using that one. I think we're just going to go old school and just go with a fresh pot. So yeah, I've got to try and remember what pots of paint are on their way out. Because I've also got to make an order from Element Games today. Tiny bit of water, tiny bit of something or other on there. I'm not too worried about. I'm worried about that a little bit. I'm not too worried about getting white down there because we're gonna probably put mahogany down there anyway. It's only really this kind of area to the left of the brush that I'm worried about getting pure white. Switch the army painter color boxes. How are you finding them? More reliable over time. Yeah, some of these paints are just rather dodgy, it seems. Although I'll tell you what, over time, like some of these GW paints have lasted, but some of these ones, these enamel washes, I mean, there is liquid in there, but I don't think there's any hope of, like, the pigment's completely separated, and I've been jiggling the hell out of it, and absolutely nothing's going on. So some of these enamel things that I purchased before like packing up the old house and then putting into storage, just need completely replacing, which is irritating. In fact, I'm ordering some streaking grime, some winter streaking grime, and some rust streaks this evening. Hopefully. Enamel is your enemy. You hate it, you hate it, you hate it. Yeah, it's... well, I mean, I think the thing is, what I really want to be using is mostly a lot of these. Like, I can use this for streaking grime as well and stuff like that. I'm finally ordering burnt umber. I only have raw umber and burnt sienna, which is really irritating me. I purchased... Where is it? This one, completely by accident. I thought, for some reason... I don't know why. It said dark mud on it, and I thought... I got confused with the ordering and thought I pressed... I'm not entirely sure what happened. But there was the order went through with dark mud on there, so... It's obviously my fault. Wasn't paying attention. I meant to buy burnt umber. So, I'm finally ordering that tonight. Oof. But we got our spider dread. He's very spidery, which is nice. And I'm building another dread as well at the moment, which I printed out. It's taking a bit of time. Just because of like one part of him just didn't, like I lost it. Did that just do what I think? Yeah. We'll do his hair, some color. I think we also need to get slightly more. Flashbacks to Airfix and Humbrol. Oh god, yeah. Like, yeah. No, I know what you mean. I don't think I ever spilt one of those paints though. So that's a bonus. That I remember. I think a friend, like someone at school did. That room just stank for quite a while. I'm going to wait for this to dry and then we'll do another layer and then we'll just go pure white. Hopefully. And then I suppose I could mask it off and do... I don't really have anything suitable to mask it off. We're just going to do several layers of thin down red and just cross our fingers and hope that it works relatively smoothly. If it doesn't work well, we'll just paint over it with a darker red and pretend that was the plan all along, just so everyone's on board. But we are going to use, I think, Dark Reaper on this as our highlight color. We are going to do other highlights of Thunderhawk, Dubry Firkins, and Space Wolf Grey for edge highlights. But I think starting off with a mid-tone, then glazing down with like Inky Darkness and then black will get us where we want to be. As I said earlier, I was vaguely eyeing up a freehand, but I'm not going to do it. I just absolutely can't. Don't have the thingy-majiggle. Gabba, how you doing, you saucy rascal? How you doing? What? You must be a very happy chappy at the moment with your elves coming to pre-order. I didn't order the war wagon in the end. I didn't order it, Gabba. As much as I really wanted to. I really, 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 really wanted to. However, I didn't. For a very good reason, actually. Because, like, Highland Miniatures have a campaign on at the moment. Yeah. Like, I ordered the Generals, i.e. the one with the gory sword. And even that was, like, I was very... but I thought 36 quid is... I mean, it's a lot of... It's a fair amount of money. But, where are we? What I was wanting to show off. So on the fillers and heroes, What's up, Roland? I'm not really a high elf. I'm not really an elf kind of guy, truth be told. Sorry, I just want to show this off very quickly. So, Highland Miniatures have a campaign going on at the moment. 10 days left, if you're that way inclined. But these are for Sunland Heroes. Sunland, which is basically Highland Miniatures' version of the Empire. So I just wanted to show you what has been unlocked. Blokey with a banner. Another blokey with a banner. Very good. Bloke with an amazing moustache. Very important. There is a specific thing that's been unlocked. And it's happy days. It's happy days. It means I don't need to worry about missing out on the war wagon. At least the original one. I like it. Where is it? I can't see because this light is in the way. However, there. So they have a war wagon as well. It's similar enough for me to be like, yo, that's groovy. And not have to spend 80 quid. Plus, I do have a merchant license for Highland Miniatures anyway, so I'm a winner. I'm a winner. But yeah, the High Elves, not massively my thing. They do have, speaking, like, Highland Miniatures does a range of sort of elves, which I have printed out a few of, and we will paint at some point. But yeah, although actually, hold on, Roland, that is a complete porcupine. There is one which has caught my eye, the Merworm. That thing. That is just because it's a monster. Just because it's a monster. Yeah, it's a bit of a saucy beast. How much? What do you mean, how much? Gabba, how you feeling? How you feeling? It's a new week. Did you manage to get any mini stuff done? There's a hair there. Okay, we need to... For the wagon, the Games Workshop one, it was made to order 80 quid. It was made to order 80 quid. It was not cheap. I was wishfully thinking it was going to be like... I was thinking 50 quid would be... probably... I could have done 50 quid. I mean, even less would have been even more fantastic, but yeah, it was 80, and I thought, oh god. I did have a £10 voucher, and thought, I was thinking to myself, it becomes slightly more achievable at that price, but even then, 70 quid. It's just... Well, this is the thing, Icarus. I mean, I don't want, like... I do want to continue to support GW as much as I can and do as many things as I can, GW. However, some things are going to be printed. I'm very happy, and I sell Highland Miniatures stuff. I'm very happy to print that stuff and paint that. I'm going to be doing dwarves. What do they call themselves? The Eternal Dynasties. So the mummy, undead ones, whatever they're called. And so those two. I don't know. But what I was, funnily enough, I was looking through GW's website, and the amount of stuff available while stocks last, for example, that's still kind of not sold. So this thing, admittedly, it seems to be more Age of Sigmar things, but I could be mistaken on that. This one is the most tempting out of those box sets that was out. I'm genuinely surprised this one hasn't gone. The Git Mob. I mean, that was, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 miniatures for 145 quid. Bananas. Absolute bananas. The Fleshy Courts, 150 quid. The Cities of Sigmar, 150 quid. What was the other one? Was it Stormcast? No. I can't remember what the fourth one was that they did for Age of Sigmar. But they're obviously like, you know, Legions Imperialis, the Mechanicum battle group. What else was there? Dark Tide miniatures game right there, and the Night Households battle group. I suppose potentially this is the only one which really is interesting for me, but special edition books still on sale. I know. Like, I know GW are a company and want to make their money, but I do think that potentially they might be asking a little bit too much money. And like that Gitmob one, 9 miniatures. Yeah, two are chariots, fine. But even then, and they, I just, it boggles the brain. It really does. Blackstone Fortress? No, I don't think it ever really left. It's the expansions were a one hit wonder basically. They were done and then dropped. Which sucks. Because I think there were a couple I was wiggling my eyebrows at, which were tempting. Okay. So, I'm just wondering if there's anything else on this thing which needs to actually be painted white. I have a sneaky suspicion there is. This is going to be green. The colored skull. I guess a bleached skull, potentially. That's going to be scripty color. I should really have a look at the pictures. I have a sneaky suspicion something else should be painted white. Sadly, still no still Gabba, son of a bee sting. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I was hoping you would be able to get back to painting. Can't bend your knee past. Damn, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Hopefully, like, you're going to be able to, you're going to be more bendy sooner. Do they give you knee exercises to do, or is it just like too painful to do? Can't just vote GW only because they're only about the shareholders, not the hobbyist. Yeah, well, they are a publicly traded company. They do have to appease the shareholders, obviously, to a certain extent. It'd be great if they could do stuff for free. And they do have to pay everyone. Literally everyone. They could pay me. If they want to sponsor me, go for it. That'd be sweet. But I've noticed like my GW purchase have drastically nosedived since. When did I really start paying attention to it? Sometime last year. Probably around summer. Maybe 9 months, I'd say. I've noticed like purchase have drastically nosedived. Before I was actually, you know what? I'm going to say a year. I'll say a year just to be on the safe side. Yeah. Plus, been, you know, so it is what it is. Plus, I got loads of GW plastic to work through anyway. You ever painted a miniature bird with feathers? Yes. Sorry, my mind was just wondering if I like how much of Samantha Fox I truly remember. Can't remember. I have. In fact, I've got a miniature bird over there. It's like an eagle. Yes, I have painted one. Let me see if I can show it on the old Instagram. So that is the Dreadnought I'm currently building. I have painted up. It was for a White Scar geezer. Funnily enough, I printed out another White Scar birdie. Was it? I've got to really get back to posting on Instagram. It's killing me. It's killing me. We got to grow the channel, not ignore it and let it go. Where is this bird? I don't think I did a good job of it. Maybe that's why I don't have a painting of it. That could be why. That could be the reason why I don't have a good painting, a photo of it yet. There he is. I did paint a miniature bird, Roland, right there on screen. You missed out on the Zote, yeah. I got the Amble as well. I missed out on the Zote. I wasn't really sure if I like. I think the problem was I just looked at it and realized that I'm not really playing the games, and a lot of that expansion was instructions, rules and stuff. And I thought, I just don't really want to pay the excess for stuff I'm not really going to use or need. That is a falcon. Yeah, it's a bird, right? For the card! Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I looked at this sword and thought, oh, I kind of like this. I think this little raised bit here, this ridge, could have done with picking out. But I think generally I did an okay job on it. And I do have another bird on the sidelines over there, waiting to go. I've got some ebony Dubry Firkins for the White Scars, and one of them has a bird, so that's very juicy. The Heresy Krieg Artillery, that is Icarus. The that's my Element Games shopping list. Now you all know that I'm going to buy some stuff. The artillery thing was the only thing which I really wiggled my eyebrows at and thought, hello, baby. The artillery team. Mostly because there was one gun which I wanted, really, which was very saucy. I might order it. Maybe. Which is strange. Like, I used to, like, in the good old days, I really liked the Krieg. And then, like, unfortunately, it's just the price. It's just the price. So there we go. LI Mech Heavy Support just dropped on the GW. Oh, the Legions Imperialis. Did they now? Oh, Gabba, I've also got a not a Lucian geezer to print out, or at least I'm going to once I make the purchase go through. But he seems, I don't know, not entirely sure if he's in Terminator armor or not. Yeah, he's in Terminator armor. Like he's not like Lucian the Eternal in power armor. He's it's a pretty sweet one though, and he's got like 4 different bonces, so and a couple of some sword options as well, which are going to be great. But yeah. What the hell was I looking for? And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like the stream, you saucy little rascals. I don't know what I don't know what I was. Ooh, I don't know what I was looking for. I had something in mind that I wanted to. Oh. For very limited. Hold on before we. Sorry, I'm getting really sidetracked. We are going to get to painting, I promise. Is this today? This is today. The imminent arrival of the Emperor's children and their Primarch. Who's getting that, by the way? Who's getting that Primarch? Like, I prefer the snake scale kind of tail, like snake action for the geezer. I'm not really sure if like the smooth BDSM Primarch is quite what I was thinking of. 4 extra special limited editions, one of each new codex. And people who like painting purple, Roland. Okay. And people who like painting purple. So what do we got? We've got the Emperor's... Oh, that is Rob. Oh. And other noises as well. Like Prince. Yeah. Never really got into listening to Prince. Are they not going to show us the others? This sucks. You must keep an eye. So you've got to buy all 4 to get the. There's utter rat bags. Well, I won't be getting any of this. Although I do like this pristine kind of white and purple and gold, which is what I wanted to paint if I ever did Adeptus Custodes. That was basically the scheme I wanted to do. White armor, purple cloaks of doom, and gold accents, rather than cheesy gold everywhere. Which is not really my idea of a good time. Betty. Okay, sorry. I was trying to find... Yeah, we've already read that one. We don't need to read that again. Okie dokie. Let's go back to painting then. Right. Okay. Last little tickle of this, I think. Maybe I should try and find a picture of Lysander. Just to be on the safe side. That is pretty smooth with the capital smooth. And then we're going to do pure white. We need to... That there isn't smooth. There's a little bit of stuff we've got to smooth out. But we're going to do a wedge of this pure white. And then we're going to go over it with the bold Pyrrole red. And hope that it doesn't look trash. But we are going to fix any disasters. We want a nice wedge of pure bright red. And then we can glaze in any of this to sort of fix anything which looks horrible, which is going to be good because I think it's going to, it's a bit of a saving grace, thankfully. And then we're going to use a little bit of that and then attempt to get a small brush in there to use some mahogany, if I can find it. There it is. And I was wondering if there are any other colours or any other bits and pieces I need to order tonight. Not that it's going to appear tomorrow, but because I think, unfortunately, one of the items I want is going to be a bit away. Warhammer 40,000, Space Marines, Imperial Fists. Please have a picture of him. Tor Garradon, your legend. where is Saucy Lysander? They removed him? It's access to Lysander only available. Is he only available for absolute legends like myself? Apparently on the GW website, that is the case. That is the case. He is not available. Do you reckon he's going to get primarisized? And into some fresh new Terminator armor? Unfortunately, that does mean I'm going to have to do a very quick Google and look for a picture because I can't remember 100%. Lysander. So it looks like he's got a red shield? He's out of stock on this bad boy. Okay. So this, I mean, we're going with a brighter red than they use here. Maybe that's going to be a mistake. You waiting for Emperor's Children? You don't need the big box. I keep forgetting what's inside it, dude. My memory is so bad. I think that's, I mean, the big box is going to be what, 150 quid, right? Or whatever it is via, like from Element, whatever that is, 120, 125. Still, I mean, it's still not a small amount of money. Or maybe it's 100 and... Anyway, a lot of money. Whereas the Combat Patrol's 85 quid from Element, etc. Yeah. I think just a taster. Do you reckon they're gonna drop Primarch at the same time? So I'm just having a quick look at this. So he's got a very, very bleached white skull there. He's got some papyrus and green stuff, which I did say we were going to do for the what is that? Laurel leaves. Yeah, the shield is a disaster. Okay, so he's got red stuff on the lightning bits on his legs. He's got a bunch of purity seals. Got a lot of red going on. I'm not wanting to dirty up the red too much. We are going to weather it with some weathering powders, but we're not going to go... I'm not going to be hosing it down with streaking grime, etc. We're just going to use a little bit of it, but not on the fabric itself. I just want it on the armor. Oh, I'm going to have to keep that image somewhere. All right. Let's fix this little bit, which isn't really visible at the moment. Skull. Put some white on it, a little Ulthuan grey at least. Just to remind myself, in case I've forgotten, I've been eyeing up, there's a game I'm eyeing up, assuming I ever get time to play a game, but there is a game I'm eyeing up, and it is called Sniper Elite Resistance. I've been watching it cut, like one of the streamers, one of the people I've been following for, I think I can say decades? Probably in the second decade of following him. He did a couple of videos of him playing it, and it's very... looks like a lot of fun. That's also going to be ivory. I don't know why I'm painting this on it, but... Watched Solomon Kane last night. I don't know if people have watched... I think I have watched it, and I forgot about it. Because I did ask myself, I did ponder, I was thinking to myself, have I actually seen this film? The answer was yes, I had seen it before, but I'd somehow completely forgotten. So that was good of me. Well done. Waiting for this to dry. So I want to get a tiny little bit more right there. Then we're going to break out the pure white, and then we can worry about trying to get smooth red painted on. And I am going to look at that image again. So the entire hammer is pure steel. I suppose I could do that and then rust it. No, what's that, Wumposaurus? How you doing, you saucy rascal? Friday? My stream title doesn't say Friday, does it? No. Thank God for that. Because... Did I not save on the YouTube video? On YouTube, I thought I'd hit save ages ago, and the title was, I think it's been wrong for ages. Apparently the only reason I didn't is just because I went to, before I thought, if I hit save now, it'll I think I thought to myself, if I press save now, it'll go out as like I'm live now, and it was half an hour early. I went and got a milkshake thing, a protein shake, and a coffee. And then I came back and forgot about it. I'm an idiot. But, if folks are on YouTube, you're all legends. Yeah. Thanks, Wumposaurus. Thank you so much, because I thought I'd press the button. I hadn't. It was just there. It was just there, been waiting to go out. And, yeah, I'm a Muppet. Got to get better at that. But there we go. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Wumposaurus. As always, you saucy rascal. How was your weekend? So, Gabba, I got no elves. The only elf thing that I'm looking for, potentially... Do you mean Eldar? Yes. Yes, I did get my Eldar. I see what you mean. I misunderstood the question. So I do have Azurman. I got him. And I got her. I'm very happy, but I was just pondering. I've yet to open it. I might do like I might do a couple of videos of, let's unbox this video, kind of thing. I was pondering how I'm going to paint her, though. That's my question. Like, do I go for... I can't really do box art. I always get very sidetracked and go off sideways on things. I struggle to... Maybe one day I'll attempt box art. Attempt being the operative word. I don't know what scheme I want to go with, though. That was the problem. How about yourselves? What would you do? Also, did you get some elves? Space elves. You did a cheeky sneak inside of the pop in there. Well, I appreciate it, Wumposaurus. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've got to really get like a checkbook of things to not do at the last minute. How's the painting yellow? I'm enjoying it. I do like painting yellow. Especially when I do it so well. You got your codex so I could update the app, and I've made my 1K list. What's on your 1K list, Gabba? I keep getting tempted by... Did I attempt to put a list together? Where did I get so far on the list? Jane Czar, Dark Reapers, Howling Banshees, and Warp Spiders. I think that's as far as I got. I need to smack in Azuraman, Avatar of Thingamajiggle, and what's her face once she appears? Don't we all? We so modest, so thoughtful. It's so demure. Very true. Womposaurus, you sleep well. Have sweet dreams and all of that good stuff. It's basically aspects like with a wave serpent. Where is it? The camera might have disappeared, by the way, when I just moved that cable. It has a habit of doing that. I have... So you'll be getting basically one of these, a bit of this, Gamba, is what you're saying. This old plastic. I think this is 1990. I purchased this in 1999. It's got that era of plastic. It's got that plastic feel to it. It's and obviously Gabba. You can see the 3D printing lines right here, like in these ridges here. You can see the little 3D printing lines. If you look carefully, they're not 3D. It's when the mold was milled out. It's got this weird plastic. There's a weird feel to some of these old plastic miniatures. It's a weird texture to it. Doesn't feel as premium as it should do. Camera's still connected. Something to carry scorpions and banshees to the front lines. Excellent. I like it. Once they come out with the Primarch of the whatever it's called, the big chief scorpion, then I'll be a lot happier. I'll be a lot happier once that happens. Okay, we're going to do... While I said I wasn't going to be painting all the way up to the armor, we have gone a bit... Well, we have made a little bit more progress towards it, but I'm not gonna completely worry about it. It's all groovy, baby. Bop, bop. Well, they did talk about him on Warcom. It's just so weird. It's just such a weird... Well, did they say anything at all? It's like, yeah, we decided we thought it'd really irritate everyone. Mission success. I don't know if we need to go actually bold Pyrol red. It might be too bright. It might be too powerful. The usual GW waffle. God damn it. God damn it, Janet. I don't know if we need to go pure white. Like pure... This red could be too powerful. So it would be basically this red right here. You know what? We can do it. We can do it. We can make it happen. We can make it happen. We've done it before on old Orky Boy over there. Old Hammer Pants. Who are the two missing Exarchs, though? Apart from the Scorpion one. The Scorpion King. Yo. The Scorpion King. We're gonna do a few layers of pure white in just this like wedge. Okay? This sort of like area. I don't know if this paint is still... Are you valid paint? Technically. We're going to need a few layers of this. Oh, God. We might have to... Okay. I don't think that's even that is going to make a difference. But we will... we'll do this as quickly as we possibly can so we can get to doing some sweet red cape action. I'm just wondering what other bits and pieces we can do in the interim. I should stop getting rid of that picture, maybe. So the fists on his... This is going to be black. That's going to be black. This thing here is going to be black. The cross on his crotch protector of doom. That's black. I think... What color are we going to do the old Eagle of Doom? Are we going to do that red or are we going to do that black? That is the question. Ireliath? Oh, the Shade of Twilight. Totally knew that. And Drasant, I've never even heard of that. Tempest of Starlight. Oh, the Shining Spears. Okay. And are they able to bring in any more? Are they able to invent any more? What's-its? Aspects. Because we've got Biker Boys. We've got Jump Pack Boys. Got Close Combat. Melty Boys. Long Range Boys. Spider Boys. Dire Dubry Firkins. Shadow Spectres are only ever had... Yeah. I have seen them before. I did think they looked pretty cool, but... I don't know. So Shadow Spectres for plastic. That would be good, though. That would be a nice thing. I don't know. I don't really know enough about the Eldar except that they need to be crushed. They need to be crushed. Oh dear. Wait for that to dry and then we'll just do some more. It's going to take a hot minute. It's not great. I don't know what else they can do to make the Eldar interesting, though. That's the problem. Like release-wise. I mean, they've got apart from, you know, Spider Boy, or Scorpion Boy even. That one coming out. The Warp Spiders and Striking Scorpions are obviously the best. And the Avatar of Jeff. And apart from that, it's like the rest... Jane Zara, I suppose. Oh, and Dubry Firkins, the bloke with the scythe gun of doom. So 4 things. And the Avatar of Thingamajiggle. Apart from that, I'm just like, not massively keen on Eldar, really. They'd have to do something pretty saucy for me to wiggle an eyebrow. Actually, no, I've got Eldrad. I've got Eldrad somewhere. Where is he hanging out? I still don't know how we're going to paint him, by the way. Like with a brush, I imagine, and then maybe an airbrush. But what colours? That is my question. What colours are we going to paint him? I know he traditionally chills out in like black or very, very dark blue or whatever clothes. I don't know. It's got a little bit of white paint here. Okay, now you're going to behave for me, white paint. All right, even though I'm using skanky water, you're going to behave for me. And you're going to go on smoothly. Smooth like butter. Right? Okay, then. Okay, stop. Stop. Before you start peeling the paint away. So we're going to give him grey hair, I think. I think that's what he normally has. I'm going to wait for this to dry, and then we'll do another. We'll do a full of pure white down there. I do want to get this painted red by today. That's going to be the major thing. And then I'm going to attempt. I will get some metallic paint, and we'll slap. Maybe we'll just paint this metallic, the entire thing. Steel. This armored Dubry Firkin, that needs to be painted steel as well. This armored thing needs to be painted steel as well. And I suppose we'll just paint the crosses and the fists there and there pure black, and then highlight those with various greys, whereas on the back we're just going to go Dark Reaper and then glaze in other colours up and down to sort of make that happy. I'm very irritated about the shield. I don't know where it's gone. Very irritated. I'm going to have to hunt down what would you call it? A bits box, which is going to be very difficult for just a shield. Gonna wait a hot minute for that to dry. Put a print on this morning. I thought I sliced it up in Chitu box and completely misread the amount of time it was going to take. I thought it said 14 hours. And I planned accordingly. I thought if I do a 14-hour print, put it on at 10, then it should be done by midnight. Is that right? It's a 14-hour print. Is that correct? Either way, whatever the thing was. No, that can't be right. I think anyway, whatever it was, it said it's actually a 16-hour print and it's going to get finished at 2. So I was originally planning and I started that one at 10. So when did I initially think? Did I initially think putting on at midday? No, my maths is so bad. Anyway, whatever. It's been a disaster. It's gonna be a very late night for tonight. That's for sure. That's all I do know. So I'll just have to... Oh, is this paint juicy or not? What's going on here? Might as well paint some other areas while we're waiting for the white to dry. So, JD, how you doing today? Happy Monday to you. How are you doing? What is going on? How's it going, dude? I hope you had a good weekend. Whatever it was you got up to. We are painting this bloke. Again, I don't want to paint him tomorrow. Just because I don't want to bore everyone to death painting the same thing over and over and over again. So, while we won't paint him tomorrow, we might paint him again on Friday. Tomorrow we might do some Trench Crusade. Action. If I can figure out which minute... I've only printed out 4 miniatures so far, and they all need basing. So if we're going to do any Trench Crusade tomorrow, I need to figure out which one I'm going to paint tomorrow, and then do a very quick dodgy base for him. You did? I finally decided. And began mutilating a gladiator to become an armored recovery. Oh, and very nice. Very nice. Do you remember was it the Atlas recovery vehicle that Forge World used to do? Which I think was a Chimera-based vehicle. I think it was the Atlas. Atlas recovery. What is that? STL. The Atlas vehicle. I do not remember. I will show you. Thought it was third party. Yeah, there have been a bunch of conversions I've seen. Let me. I can show you the old image. This is someone's painted. Right here. So, is this the one? Is this the correct one? I was hoping for some. So it's just got this kind of. I do remember it having like a weird, like I don't know what you'd call this thing. I don't want to call it a backhoe because that's not the right word. There's like a shovelly thing at the back to I assume add pressure. Blade, yeah. So it sort of digs into the earth and provides stability, I assume. But yeah, this looks like. It looks legit. Is this the one I'm actually thinking of? Because there are a couple of like weird vehicles like that which I really liked for the Imperial Guard that they used to do. Yeah. You're changing all the superstructure. Poor decisions were made. How much are we talking about? How much of a disaster happened? Yeah, Forge World had some sweet vehicles, which I. Oh, okay, so I found the upgrade kit on Dreaded eBay. So it was like a weird bit. I don't know what to call it. A weird bit. I assume that this is towards the front. I can't even remember what the image I just looked at. A picky up thing and a boom arm and a rear digger thing, blade, and a front bit. So I guess that was it, and that looks like it's recast stuff. But that's basically it. I'm just trying to remember the other kind of weird vehicles that GW used to do for the Imperial Guard. Which the Trojan support vehicle. Was that the other one? I think that might have been it. See if I can find a picture of it. The Trojan. That's printed. Would like look at a legit one. Let's go to this website. Oh, so the support vehicle had a weird grabby hand thing. Right here. So it had a weird crane kind of arm and like for lifting supplies out of the back of the vehicle. Right there. That looks really cool. In black and white, it looks like a legit old photo from the olden times when they really existed. But yeah, so this was the Trojan. I'm just trying to remember what other vehicles that Forge World used to do. It would be sweet if they could start bringing them back in. Forge World, Imperial Guard, vehicles. It's going to look like a M88 Hercules. Hercules! Can't believe I did that. I feel really bad. Okay. Let me see if... Oh, okay. All right, I had to Google it because, like, obviously as a professional person in the forces, I know exactly what vehicle that was. Okay. So that we're talking about this vehicle right here. I Wikipedia'd it. Used all my powers. Avian, what's cracking, dude? Happy Monday to you, sir. I hope you had a good weekend. Wiggly eyebrows. And the FMTV had a drunken one-night stand. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're getting at, I think. What's the FMT? I don't know what that is, actually. I'm just adding that to the list of things I don't know. You know what? I saw a video the other day of a vehicle. I don't know what it was. It was just driving along and deploying sort of barbed wire, like ring hoops, you know, curly whirly bits of barbed wire. Just driving along, and it's just like whee. And evidently, it looked like a lot of soldiers were in there complaining about not having that back in the good old days. Earthshaker carriage. Oh, yes. Yes, the Earthshaker carriage. That's it. I was Googling. I was trying to Google. I'm getting very sidetracked, as always. Look at Oshkosh. Okay. I will look at that. Hold on. Let me just have a very quick butcher's. Forge World, Astra Militarum, all miniatures. Go away. Go away. Here we go. Okay, right. I have no idea about this website. Hopefully it's all PG. There's Tarantula. That's just recently been brought back. The Praetor Armored Assault Launcher. Oh, the Minotaur. That's a delicious beast. Hold on. Badger, Avian. Okay, because of other conversations of the fact Badger is a picky eater, how very dare you? Peanut butter, crunchy. Crunchy peanut butter, baby. Let's go. That smooth stuff can do one. That smooth stuff can do one. I always like the Macarius Vulcan. Vulcan. That's always been very saucy. Yeah. I would, like, hypothetically, I would have a satay. Yeah. I would indeed. Oh, okay. So the Imperial Bombards, why is this not all in caps? Why is Crassus Armored Assault Transport not all in caps? What the hell is going wrong with the world? This is what's wrong with the world, folks. This is what's wrong with the world. I always like the Imperial Bombard. Like, if there's any way I could get my saucy little hands on it, I will attempt to do it. What else we got? It's on a stick. Oh, here we go. The heavy artillery carriage with Earthshaker cannon. With the wheels! How cool is that? I do like the wheels. They're really good. Sorry, I had to. I couldn't resist. I can only apologize. The heavy artillery carriage with the Medusa siege gun, also very sexy. I have a Gorgon armored transport, ladies and jelly spoons, but I do not have the geezers inside it. Like, you know, you could get them on like 40, I think, of them, of the Krieg geezers. Sort of like on a weird, like, I don't know how to go in here. So we will build this at some point. I just need to figure out a project to do it for. I need some guidance in like Project Dubry Firkins. Are we in the Wayback Machine? No, we're on Minis net miniset.net, which is something I've been on before, I don't think. And this was always my favorite team with the flamethrower. Much like the Malcador Infernus, because there's a flamethrower. Show me flamethrowers and I'm happy. What were the amphibious vehicles used in the Pacific Theatre? The Gorgon. Seems to be pretty familiar. Similar. Yes. Got no idea. I've got no idea. We all know my knowledge of war is basically limited to films and games and reading an occasional book. No more. Fortunately, I mean, I guess. Not drastically. The rocket launcher Sentinel. So I have a few of these kits knocking around. I have a few Elysians somewhere. I've got a few Elysians somewhere. I think I have the Death Corps of Krieg Command Squad. I've always liked the Cadian Hostile Environment Squad. Very saucy. Bunch of peoples. No, I don't think this is a recasting website. The Elysian. I don't think it's recasting website. I think it's literally just a list of old minis, like because you can go. I have or I want. Oh, the Centaur, this bad boy. I did always like this. I always did. I was very curious as to like what exactly. It was like. These small armored, like weird armored vehicles do confuse me. Like seeing them in the Second World War, it's like two people can fit in there. What is the point? So no, this doesn't seem to be a recasting site. Sorry, these things, basically, in the Second World War, it's not entirely... I assume it's just like a mobile heavy guns platform and that's about it. I suppose that's all the reason they need. The Vanaheim pattern Griffin. I've never seen this. Ladies and jelly spoons. JD, have you seen this before? Is anyone else for that matter? It's that or they're all sold out. I could be completely mistaken. Is this a dodgy site I'm promoting? This bad boy. The Vanna, I can't remember. This looks more... Actually, now I've said that, this front piece looks cast rather than sort of converted, unless it's a very clean conversion. But this seems to have a mortar of some variety shoved in the back of a Chimera hull. And there's a Vanaheim pattern Medusa. Huh. I can't remember this one at all. This is completely new to me. The Sky Talon. Look at this beast. I love this one. Not as much as I loved the Thunderhawk transporter, which carried 2 Land Raiders. Best thing of all time as far as I was concerned. If they ever bring that back, I'm going to regret saying that I'll buy it. But there we go. Such is the story of... Yeah, no, I don't think this is a buying site. It's a catalogue. I could be really mistaken on that. I'm just going to have a very quick look for the Thunderhawk. Was it Thunderhawk Transport or Transporter? Whatever. I'll just slap that in. Oh, they have an English. Anglais. Thunderhawk. Let's go, baby. Come on, find me something good. Then we can get back to the painting. That's the limited... What is... Seriously? Okay, we're going to get back to painting in just a moment, I promise. This is absolutely terrible. What on earth is going on here? This will not stand. I'm going to pretend like we're on the painting page and type in Thunderhawk Transport. Thunderhawk. Folks, what's the plan for today, by the way? Let's get this going. So I still want to do one, but I felt the Gladiator Repulsor chassis is just wrong for it. Yeah. I mean, would you want a heavy duty chassis or a lighter chassis, like a more mobile chassis? Okay, I'm glad I'm not hallucinating. So, I mean, look, and other noises as well. That's the war gear. I just want to look at the pictures. Transport capacity. 1 Spartan assault tank. No way. 2 rhinos. Oh. Damn, I always thought it was 3 rhinos for some reason and 2 land raiders. I've been completely incorrect. It's 2 rhinos and 1 land raider or a Spartan. I've been telling porcupines. Ladies and jelly spoons, I am frightfully sorry. I am frightfully sorry and I feel terrible. I've been completely deluded. I thought it was 2 land raiders, which would have been so much cooler, but also made it so much longer. I don't know why I thought... I mean, it does look cool, though. 2 rhinos. There's a conversion for you to do, JD. All right? What you need to do is go to Forge World. Okay? You need to go here and then type in Thunderhawk. Okay? Get one of these bad boys. It's only... right? Lots of money. And then you need to probably chop it round about here. Probably chop it round about here and extend it. Put like an extended section in there for a couple of rhinos. JD, I would love to use my credit card. I would genuinely love to be in a position where that was a viable option. I would need to get a credit card first. Or be able to get a credit card for that matter. Are you trying to make something worse than the Firehawk? Wait. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you not like the... Do you mean the Firebird thing? I've forgotten what it's called. Not the gun version of the... I had a bit of grit, I think it was. Okay, I'm going to stop that for a moment. But seriously though, Thunderhawk Transport, if they ever brought that out again, that would be an amazing thing. That would be an amazing... If they did a made-to-order... Thunderhawk Transport. I don't know if I could... I'd probably have to talk myself out of it. I really would like to buy it, but I'm not going to. In this weird world where they do that. Whatever the Forge World thingy that's horribly warped resin... I don't know what it is. Because I don't own it, I don't know what it is. That's the problem. Because I don't own it, I must own all the things and I'll be able to tell you what the things are. How about that? Folks, if you if you want to help me own all the things, now is your time. There's a great big donation goal right beneath my chinny chin chin. It's actually for a computer, a new streaming PC, because the other one went sideways and we're using our our backup one, basically, that do not want to be in this room. So there we go. That is my shillification of that particular thing. And I still can't find the one that I'm looking for. Why, oh why, Delilah? Stormbird. Is it the Stormbird? Is that what we're thinking of? Firebird. Why? Oh my god, what is... Every Forge World... Whatever the Forge World... I hear a lot of them are dodgy. Storm... Bird? Fire... Prism. No. Why, oh why, Delilah? Firebird. Fire Raptor. That's it. That was it. The Fire Raptor. I have heard that is a ghastly mini, which is a shame because it looks really cool. It looks really cool. Email me. So in case you don't... No. Got to put my... It's this bad boy. It is a juicy ship. I like it. I've not built it though, so I've got no idea how bad it is to put together. Like, I assume these ball gun emplacements are juicy resin. I'm not sure what other... Oh, here we go. What is juicy resin on this kit? Though that's juicy resin. Yeah, Scott built one. I thought so. But what other bits are juicy resin? It's not... Anyway. Maybe one day. Oh, I've started recording by accident. Let's stop recording. I pressed the wrong... I'm going to be a bit better with the old foot action, so to speak. Then it went into Legends. Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Of course. Of course it went into Legends. Well, I mean, it's okay for, you know, Horus Heresy. The connoisseur's choice. Right? We will eventually... Just double checking. Yeah, Fire Raptor gunship. It is in sweet, sweet Horus Heresy, thank God. Which is all that I really kind of attempt to bother about. That does suck, though, that it went into Legends. Straight after being basically after being painted, not long after. Okay, I'll wait. Do one more pass and then we're done. I don't feel the need to flatten resin panels. Well, that's because you're the follower of Mork and Gork, aren't you? Avian, generally. You can just smush it together and just say, oh, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that. That's how the orcs glue things together. They just will it. I managed to bake some bread over the weekend. Oh! It was not perfect, unfortunately, but it was a loaf of bread. Which is the first time in blinking ages that I've been able to bake Have to get back into the swing of things. And soon we'll be baking all the time. I don't know when we're going to start the sourdough action, but not quite yet. With builders still appearing, I don't really want to be... I don't want to do masses of baking. Yet. While GW seem to like to move tanks to plastic, I don't recall flyers getting that treatment. I wonder if that's because, like, there's probably more likelihood of people buying tanks. Like, there's a higher chance of tankification. So there's more, you know, it's actually probably more worthwhile. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be due to sales, yeah. Exactly. Do-do-do. Okay. The flying potato is converted. You even own one. I only have one vehicle, a flying vehicle, and is that correct? The Valkyrie. I have one Valkyrie, and I'd like to turn it into the Vendetta, like the gunboat one version. That's what I would like to do, but it's small, so maybe that's why. I like the burner bomber. Is that what it's called? For the Orc one. I do dig that. A fair amount. I don't know why we're painting stuff which we're not really going to be... Okay, we've got... By the way, so I can't find this geezer's shield, and I can't find that Space Marine Sergeant's arm. His right arm is still AWOL. I might have to sort of locate something similar and print one out. The burner bomber, yeah. I think it was three flyers out of one kit. It's very juicy. Print one. I think I'm gonna have to print one out. Or I could just buy a box of intercessors and then just hope that has a spare arm in it. I mean, that would be the excessive way of doing it. Ooh, why have we not painted this side at all? I've only been looking at this one. I've completely neglected this side of the Cape of Doom. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, we're going to have to speed run this bit. And also paint it on camera. The shield and arm. I must be able to find a Lysander shield. Question it, yeah. I think it's probably the best. As long as it's in the right scale. I don't want to fart about, like, dilly-dallying around with different, like, having to scale it up and down. Ended up with some extra body. Yeah, I think that's really what I need to do. But the thing is, right? The thing is, as soon as I print it out, I'm going to find it. I was saying that over the weekend, in fact. Like, so the Dreadnought I printed out has an armored ammo feed, right? I.e. this one. I printed it out and put it somewhere to kind of basically all these little holes, little gaps through the armored belt were kind of filled with isopropyl alcohol from like the cleaning process, right? So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to come up here, attack it with the airbrush just to blast air through it and knock all the IPA out. So I did that, and then I put it somewhere, and I don't know where that somewhere is. So I went and printed another one today. Not today, yesterday. But I also accidentally printed out a Kratos turret yesterday as well. And I'm currently printing out the entire chassis of a Kratos. I've just been pondering what weapons system to shove in it. Like, I've got Volkite left, right, and center for its, like, the weird, the little rotatey guns here and the sponsons. We're doing Volkite there. Now, the question is, do you do Volkite mega front gun, like mega big gun, or, itch my nozzle, I'm thinking magma. And then also slapping on not only, so magma for this bad boy. I'm gonna require some sort of weird fitting shenanigans to get this to settle. And then oh, sweet baby Jesus. So magma there, and then also magma pintle mounted shooter as well. So it's sort of some decent anti-armor and then some decent anti-geyser armor. I've got the actual hull being printed right now. It's a 16-hour print of Doom. It's absolutely pretty girthy. I did wonder what was going on there. What is this? Well, this was the thing I was pondering. The chances of me playing a game of Horus Heresy are not minimal, but they are not massive. I certainly would never not want to. So if I go to... What is this list that I've got? Anyway, whatever the list is. Kratos. So, the fit I've currently got. So, the autocannon, 48 inches. The melter blast gun of Doom, 36 inches. Volkite Culverin, 45. The Caliver, 30 inches. The pintle-mounted multi-melter is 24. At least according to this. So the Culverins are the... Culverins are the 45-inch. Okay, yeah, and the hull-mounted wibbly-wobbly left-right ones are the Calivers, which have the 30-inch range. I did eye up so that's a 36-inch melter. It would make sense to have a go Volkite, because that also gets pinning. It's quite juicy. Yeah, I don't know. But then again, I think... I don't know. I think rule of cool is probably the way forward. Maybe. It's usually the rule of cool. is good enough for me. I just do like the idea of both. Maybe I'll just print out another tank. Irritatingly, I mean, potentially I could do like push to fit guns. But then again, 2 different Kratoses would be cool. That would look very sweet. And I didn't bother printing out the battle cannon. I do have a Kratos for my Imperial Fists, which we will be doing Battle Cannon of Doom. With, is it Flashburn or something like that? I don't know what it's called. I mean, you're asking the wrong person. My brain says have something do one job very well. This is exactly what I was thinking. I was either going to go very cheap with like the regular gun and stuff, or magma and las cannons. Very good for anti-armor. I suppose I could just do this because it has pinning with it. Do I have... What options do I have for... You saw my Dreadnought, didn't you? So my Dreadnought also has Volkite on because I thought that looks cool. I haven't glued this on. It's supposed to fall off, thankfully. He's also got a Chain Fist. This army's really just good for going through people rather than vehicles. So maybe I do need to worry about some anti-armor. Maybe I just need more tanks. More tanks. I think more armor is needed. Anti-armor, excuse me. I need a bit more of this Ulthuan Grey before I get so sidetracked. All right. Are we going to get... Okay. I'm going to wait for that to dry. And then we can worry about slapping on some white paint, and then we can finally get some red paint on it. Meanwhile, what else can we do? Should we paint the entire hammer bit up here steel? We've got to paint these bits steel. I was originally going to paint this bronze. Just basically as an excuse because I like using the verdigris kind of color on it, like the turquoise, when it comes to weathering. Reno. Oh yeah, indeed. How you doing, you saucy beast? Happy Monday. What's cracking, dude? How the devil are you? So yeah, we're just doing a few layers of Ulthuan Grey to kind of get a smoothish color, and then we can slap down some white paint, and then finally get around to do it. Spending 5 years doing this because I'm too idle to mask it off and airbrush it. I'm groovy, baby. You got mod checked? Oh, wait, did you? Did you say what I think you might have said? How comes that? That's not... whatever. I mean... First person? Whatever. I don't care. We're all adults. Yeah, so we are indeed doing that, yes. I think tonight... Like when I throw a film on, so the 3D print that I'm doing at the moment, that finishes at 2 a.m. or just before. So I'll be up for a while. So I'm going to throw on a film, and I'm going to find an Imperial Dubrifirkin fist to print, shield to print out for this geezer. For him, like the specific one that he has. So I'm going to hope that someone's been naughty. or just replicated it. And a geezer's assault, like, right hand. You watched The Creator? I saw that appear on Amazon. What is that one about? What is that one about? Seems like the music situation has indeed. What is that? Yes. Just need to find some more meowsic that is saucy. Dark techno. Copyright free. I don't know if this is actually copyright free. I thought I did one the other day which was copyright free. It turned out to not be copyright free. Synthwave retro mix. We'll just slap it on risk. Hope for the best. Hold on. Sorry, I just needed to send an email. I was just not really looking at my emails on purpose, but it just... What is this? I got some medical thing? I actually do need to check this, make sure I'm not going to get... No disasters are afoot. Hold on, folks. This could be not remotely important. I do have a medical Dubry Firkin. I got a medical Dubry Firkin, ladies and jelly spoons. What the hell's... Go away. Go away. Here we go. Hold on. I just need to do this. I do apologize. I wouldn't... If this was anything else, I wouldn't bother. Jem, what's cracking? Happy Monday to you. I hope you are feeling magnificent and had a great weekend. What's cracking? AI, and are they considered alive in USA bad? Oh, I don't know. I've seen Terminator. Before. Appointment letters are going digital. Soon, patients using MyCare will receive all appointment letters securely in MyCare, instead of receiving a paper copy in the post. This will improve security and help the environment. Well, let's hope it doesn't get hacked. Was that really that important? I got an email telling me all things are going by email now. It's like, what? All right. Anywho. I might have to watch The Creator then at some point. I just keep getting sidetracked by films I definitely like. You know? Do you know what I mean? And by films I definitely like, I mean The Thing. Ghostbusters, Terminator. So this weekend, what did I watch? I did actually watch Groundhog Day on Saturday night. And then I watched three absolutely terrible films. I can't remember what they were called, but they were all dodgy. They were all dodgy, and not as in like wiggly eyebrow sort of dodgy. Just... There was one of them was called, was it Stay Silent or something like that? From 2015. I don't know what it was. It was a very odd film. Very odd. Or maybe it was called Don't Speak. Because I know there was also a couple of films. There was a sequel as well. Basically, some people broke into some geezer's house and he was blind, I believe, and they had to stay quiet because otherwise he could sort of hear them and then, mete out some sort of punishment. But this was, I don't know what, this was a different film, 2015 era. So I watched that when I was attempting to find stuff and get stuff printed. And then what else did I watch? So there's that one. Oh, God. That's a struggle to even remember that one. Threw a very early pick in Steam Trap. Oh. What the devil have we got going on here? I've not actually built an Impulsor yet to begin with. So this is for a sort of a recovery vehicle. Okay. That makes sense. And then like the round bit at the back. The round bit at the back is, are you going to have... You're having like the craney bit, aren't you? I'm so bad with the words. Oh, God. The sides will have panels where the gap is. Yeah, no. I did figure that out. I look forward to seeing how you're going to do this, actually. How are you going to do the lifting apparatus bit? Are you just going to go like H-beams or I-beams or whatever they're called? I get confused sometimes which one's which. Or are you going to go with pipes or something else entirely? The NH app is very secure. It forgets. Is very secure. It forgets who I am all the time. Is that good or bad, Reno? Okay, hold on. See, NHS app I have on my phone. This is for a specific... My care, I believe, is for a specific hospital where I go and have my neurologist, where I have my brain scooped out every year or so and checked over. UCLH. Yeah. That's for a specific hospital. Yeah. I do have the NHS app, and it... I don't know. Which is good. I mean, I do get... it would be great if, like, I didn't have to constantly go onto it and say, yes, I do want more medication for the medication that I have to take for the rest of my life. Yes, I would like it every single month. Please. It gets very tedious. It's just like... It would be great if I got to the point where I didn't have to have that, Not need that medication at all. That would be sweet. That's the goal. Can't hack my data if I'm not on there. That's true, Reno. That is very true. Scratch, probably pipes and a box truss. Yeah, cool. I dig it. I would like to do a project like that at some point this year. Not necessarily copying you at all, but I would like to do some kind of scratch built based on vehicle. I don't know if I want to do Space Marines or Imperial Guard for it. I don't know. I was going to say the floaty vehicles probably don't need a mine clearer, do they? Because if they float above it, much like in what was it? What was that bloody James Bond where they use hovercrafts to go over the minefields? Is it it's not Tomorrow Never Dies. It's one of the Pierce Brosnan ones. Die Another Day. Thank you, Reno. Thank you. Where he gets where that one geezer gets sort of an explosion goes off in was it a diamond mine or something, and he gets just diamonds stuck in his face. They didn't go through it; they're just like stuck in his face. I would have been harvesting them, you know. It's not copying if you see the awful mistakes I make and avoid them. Well, I mean, they're not awful mistakes. They're not awful mistakes. Saying you could just write it into the law. It's like the Space Marine engineers that they get given a project to make a vehicle, and sometimes they make mistakes. It's like when their initiation into like the engineering department or the armory department, they have to sort of they get given a hull of a vehicle and go wild with it, make something creative. Diamond face and Korean dictator guy who has surgery to be a white British man. Yeah, absolutely. It was so good. I've not seen the Pierce Brosnan films in a while, actually. I don't know what I think GoldenEye might be the favorite one. I got my watch as a result of that film, by the way. I watched that film and thought, yes, that is the watch that I want. So, if they're pressure, then maybe not. But do we even know what the downforce of anti-gravity systems? Oh, okay, sorry, we're talking about mines. Do we know what the downforce of anti-gravity systems would be? But proximity mines using other triggers would probably set them off. That would, yeah, I can see that. Obviously, I know a lot about mines. But that does make sense. Like proximity mines, that does make sense. It was quite cool. Like it was quite a cool idea without thinking about it too much. Like that massive minefield, and like the hovercraft just like floating over the top of it. Daniel Craig's first one is the best Bond. Casino Royale. That was a good one. Yeah. It had Eva Green in. Big fan. The other hang up I have with the Repulsor and Gladiator is how the hell do you reverse them? Can you not spin them like 180 degrees on a dime and just go zoop the other way? Maybe there is no reversing. Space Marines don't reverse. That's for cowards. There is only forwards. JD, you should know that. The Space Marine vehicles don't have reverse. That's what happens. They can spin around 180 degrees and out the other way, if required, tactically. But that does make sense. Looking at the vehicle, at the hull of the chassis right now. Yeah, you only see the sort of thrusters pointing back. I assume they do what I said. That's all they can do. Unless they turn the sort of forward thrust off and they get out and spin it around. You know? Or like push it with like sticks. Like maybe two of the blokes pop out of the top two turrets and one on each side with a long stick and just like they're punting. You know? I reckon that's what they do. I reckon that's what they do in reality. I think I have the correct decision. As always. All right, we need to slap some white on here. So there is a tactic with the armor behind a berm. When they move up, shoot and move back to minimize the silhouette. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Turning exposes your weaker armor. True. True. That is true. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that in the old brain. I'm just going to wait for this to dry, then I'm going to slap some white on. In fact, for the moment, we might as well just slap some more white on here while I have the opportunity. I had to remember what a berm was for a second. I did remember, I promise. It just took me a hot moment to figure double check I remembered what it was. I don't know. I don't know if do you reckon I assume they do that. I assume they do kind of sit around like waiting to ambush people occasionally. Do you reckon they need to reload though like that traditionally? I suppose they do somehow. The Austin Powers hallway issue. Yeah, fair enough. I reckon my other idea, my backup idea of popping the top hatches, getting some long sticks, which amount, there's one stick on each side, so you want to model that in to your vehicle right there, JD. You want a couple of long enough sticks so the Space Marines can pop out of the turret, reach over, get that stick, and then just get both of them and just like sort of prod them into the ground and push the vehicle back with the sort of thrusters off. I reckon that's all they can do. I just realised I need to get as many frogs as I can for catching barking toads. What? Avian, you're going to have to translate. Sorry. Can you translate that? Whatever. It's just gone completely over my head, whatever that was. We're also dismissing a Space Marine ever missing a turn. Well. I mean, if they got sat-nav like we do, then there's a good chance that the directions could come in a little bit too late. Occasionally, like, oh no, we went that turning. You plonker, Rodney. You absolute plonker. This red, I'm not looking forward to painting this red now. Can I just avoid painting this red? We're now just doing a white cloak on the inside. White cloak and then black cloak on the outside. That's what we're doing. Rogue Trader Fauna. Really? Hold on, why can I do dislike this about reading this chat in this format? It does... When they get spooked, they explode like a frag grenade. Those poor things. It's considered the most devastatingly poisonous creature in the entire galaxy. Fortunately, it's extremely rare. The catching barking toads can be very unpredictable in movement. One moment hopping around, and the next hiding underneath dark rocks. They do, however, tend to live in or near shady, dank, dark places and don't appreciate being disturbed to an extreme degree. This reclusive amphibian has a unique self-defense mechanism. When threatened, it emits a cloud of toxins that kills all life within a kilometre of in every direction, reducing every biological organism, including the barking toad itself, to a slimy, formless mass. And no vegetation will grow there. This poison is so virulent it can penetrate even power armor, and no other known form of armor can hold it at bay. The lesser Kachin barking toad is a smaller cousin to the great barking toad, and is far less destructive, killing anything only within the immediate area. Did I click on the wrong one? That sounds hilarious. I've been some places where we made wrong turns into an alley, which is a great... Ooh, yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Literally can't afford to make those sorts of mistakes. I mean, this is how you do a narrative game. Fill it with Deathworld fauna and flora. I still want to do... I am going to do... The plan is I'm going to do the dreaded spherical cactus with red pointy sticks. We're going to do that. I don't know if that's going to be a YouTube video, but we are going to do it. This year. TM. The transmission never knew what hit it. Straight into reverse at 2,000 RPM moving forward. It's not a nice sound, but neither is an Jesus Christ on a bicycle. Yeah, I can imagine that gearbox going like from forward into reverse. That yeah. I don't know anything about military vehicles, obviously. So they're manual gears, right? Mostly? Question mark. Or is it cursed automatic? Better to have to rebuild a gearbox and have to... Exactly, Avon. Yeah, absolutely. No, they're not manual. They're automatic. Ew. Okay. I did not know this. This is where today's knowledge comes in. This is today's knowledge that I'm getting. What is a JLTV, by the way? I do apologize. Some tracked vehicle? Juicy? I can't. Tracked vehicle is all I got in my brain. I'm going to slap a bit more white paint down. And then I don't know if we're really going to be doing red. Now I've said white, I'm kind of... digging the idea a little bit. Just a petit peu. Meanwhile, we'll find something else to paint. I think we're gonna slap some Dubry Firkin steel on. No manuals. So don't want to teach troops how to do it. Might be faster to be automatic. God alone knows. I don't know, man. I don't know, obviously. I'm just looking for a brush. I found a brush, which is going to do the work. It's this dodgy bad boy. The replacement of the Humvee Joint Light Tactical Vehicle. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. There is one vehicle. There is one sort of tractory type vehicle. In the US Army, which I would like to get at some point. Not the actual one, obviously. But I wouldn't mind getting a model kit of it at some point. Let's get this steel painted, shall we? I've got to actually make some progress on this painting today. I don't want to have to do... I think we'll do one more stream of this. So hopefully between now and Friday's stream, when we paint him again, I will get him mostly done, and we'll do the weathering on Friday's stream. Maybe. If I can get things going according to plan. If is the operative word. Okay. Obviously. So on the tomorrow, we're going to potentially attempt to do some Trench Crusade action. The Red Crusade, the Red Brigade, even not the Red Crusade. That Kickstarter finished yesterday. I did get in on it a little bit. I don't know if I want to get in on it anymore. Like, because there were some bits. I just went with the warband and a few extras. There was a bike squadron which was rather tempting though. Some bikey lads. Rather saucy. Surprised to get modded? What happened? I do apologise. I don't look at that chat too often. What? Bullying? Oh, for God's sake. JD, I'm sorry. Compared to the other things I say that I don't understand it sometimes. It's very frustrating. Now that cable's okay. I don't mind going over that cable a little bit because we're going to be painting that another color. But on this side, you've got to be slightly more careful because there's a little bit of elbow. You don't want to be tickling that elbow. Well, I don't want to be, certainly, with metallic paint. So the automatic thing is a doctrine issue. Russian gear is decent, but it requires troops to be at their best all the time. US vehicles are made to be used by idiots on their dumbest, least productive days. Okay. Okay. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, that does make sense. I was just mulling that over in my brain because like, if a specialist or whatever like was not able to drive and someone else had to step up to the plate or whatever, you don't want them going, I don't know how to do this? Question mark. I would imagine. Makes perfect sense. Yeah. You also sent me down the wiki rabbit hole, the whole do not step on planes and such. Wait, what? You mean the signs on like jet aircraft and things saying no step, etc.? Surely that's obvious. Evidently, it's not obvious, but to me, it's like, what? Are there any other metallic bits? I know as soon as I put this paint away, I'm going to find something else metallic that I need to get metalliced up. We are painting on camera as well. That is a double bonus for stream today. You are very lucky that we are indeed painting on camera. It is a rare occurrence. Let's just slap a load of paint on there and then hope for the best. Yeah, just slap a load of paint on, and then we'll figure it out later. Where's the... Although now I've said that, where's the pot of water that I used? Oh, there it is. I haven't had no coffee today. This is an utter disaster. I need to drink some coffee. This could be a terrible day, potentially. This could be a complete and utter disaster if I don't get some caffeine action. I'm not suggesting the troops aren't smart, but no. I'm not trying to suggest they're morons or anything like that. But yeah, under stress, things can become very hard. Well, that makes a lot of sense, yeah. I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about, obviously. If you remember assembling your model jet fighters, there was a do not step. I do remember those do not step transfers, yeah. Not that I ever... You know what, I don't... Ooh, I've built one jet. Not from Gladiators, unfortunately. It was a Red Arrow jet thing. I'm trying to remember what bloody aeroplane they used to fly. Is it the Hawk Trainer? Is that right? Is that a plane? So a claymore has two things written on it of interest towards enemy. Contents poisonous if eaten. BA Systems Hawk. I mean, people still get sucked into jet engines. Yeah, well, I'm surely that's Darwin. Surely that big old Darwin just being like, come on now. There's always a real story and investigation behind every one of those warning labels. I'm just struggling to think how that would have come about, though. Like, it's not like they look at it that you'd look at a Claymore mine and go, you know what that is? That's lunch. That's lunch, baby. Someone's locked away a sandwich in there. It looks a bit like a sandwich tin. It's a bit curved. Maybe there's a sandwich in there. And then when they open it up and it definitely doesn't look like a sandwich, then they think, oh, yes. I will say, not often, but the military does contain some of the dumbest humans ever created. Yeah, but on the other side, you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the army or the forces because I'm a massive chicken. Young people always find a novel way of doing things. Yeah, there's novel and there's... I don't know. There's a saying, the most dangerous thing in war is a bored soldier. True. I guess. I'm going to have to break out the ivory paint in a second, just to block out the ivory. Unless we just smack in a bunch of Dark Reaper now. We could just go with the Dark Reaper now and then slap in Incubi Darkness and Black. And then do the final highlights with Thunderhawk Blue and Space Wolf Dubry Firkins. Those need to be white as well. Gosh darn it. I'm using the wrong brush. Absolutely using the wrong brush there. What on earth was I doing? Noob. That's why Roman Soldier built roads. Hold on. Civilian can do dumb things and live. Soldiers are in a target-rich environment that will remove them from this earth. Wait, hold on. Why did this Roman soldiers build roads? Surely that was to get from A to B efficiently. Oh, is that to get rid of the boredom? So they didn't get bored. Got there eventually. To keep the troops occupied and pissed off. Well, where is my paint gone? There it is. I don't know. I have been I do watch occasionally. Like I don't watch, as you know, as you might know, I don't watch masses of TV. I watch like a. I watch a type like a. I have a show on in the evening, just to relax my brain a little bit for an hour before getting back to being in here. Not that being in here is stressful at all, but just so I'm just a change of what's it for a little bit. So I do watch TV for an entire hour. So occasionally I do watch, what's the show called? Digging for Britain or something, Digging Up Britain. I don't know, something like that. And the amount of like Roman stuff that they extract from the ground. Conslagioso, how you doing, you saucy rascal? Is that true? Because that doesn't sound true. Also, I was talking about you, Connie. So, on X, as it's called, well, not on X, but like I saw that Shroud was doing a fragathon. And raised over $1 million, dollary-doos, for charity, which is very good. Commendable. And then instantly my brain thought, Fragathon? I would like to do a slagathon. A fragathon. So Frag. He's at Shroud is a streamer who's disgustingly good at shooters. And he was like pro jazz hands and spirit fingers. No, pro Counter-Strike, etc., and all that kind of stuff. You like side benefits? Of course you do. Who doesn't? You know, sometimes pallets of things need to be relocated to the same and different place 5 times before they're happy. Also, inventory and vehicle checks are good, wholesome fun. I mean, to me, that sounds like, honestly, JD, that sounds like whoever's in charge can't make their mind up and probably shouldn't be in charge. If they don't know where stuff needs to be, can't point it out first time, they shouldn't be in charge. That's what I'm going to say. You having am I having a what? You're not having a stroke, no. I am speaking English, yeah. So fragging is like slang. It's slang for, you know, exploderizing people on the game. If the soldiers built the roads, they're occupied. Many stones killing birds and Germans and Celts and Britons. I still wager the main 99% reason for roads was political, logistical, and economical. Yeah, I don't know. My brain's just like maximum vegetable at the moment. But we also remove idle hands. Well, that's why you learn jazz hands and spirit fingers. It's a whole dance move to get rid of idle hands. Fragging is what helped. Helping helping and they turn off this mortal coil in the dunny. Wait, what? I don't even know if I want to translate that. Frag me sideways. Exactly, Connie. Exactly. The more you know. Anyway, I saw that he, or they raised like $1 million Dubry Firkins for charity, which was, you know, I assume this is where I'm supposed to say it's a good thing. Which it is a good thing. Which is why I would like to announce the Charitable Foundation for Glorious Badges starting today. Yeah, Slagathon 20. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about, Connie. We are going to do a Slagathon. I don't know what it would consist of. But it wouldn't be, straight off the bat, it wouldn't be for charity, it would be for me. Charity starts at home after all. Apparently. I would agree with Confurioso. The Romans well understand the importance of logistics and lines of communication. Yeah, that is very true. The shitter. Excuse me, YouTube. I'm sorry. Badger Thong, I heard. Listen. Wait, hold on. That's maybe the Australian form of like thong. What do the Australians call thongs? Thong, like thongs, like the Cisco song. I assume he wasn't talking about the footwear. Wall of text. That is a horrific link. Thank you. Thongs, flippy floppies. Yeah, but what? Yeah, but like, what do Aussies call the undercrackers? Do you know what I'm talking about? The Mechanicum heavy support. Yes, I did see this. This was very juicy. Budgie smugglers. Is that what they call them? Is it literally just budgie smugglers? Are they just call them thongs as well? Oh, okay. Banana hammocks. Yeah. Budgie smugglers. Jesus. That's conjures up all kinds of images. I don't know. Right. At least the ones I know. Oh, okay. Well, it's good. It's good to know these things. You know, one occasionally has these thoughts in the head. You've taken all my free time. What YouTube has, Connie? Yeah, it's what it does. It's what it does. I don't know if that looks good. I think that looks utter gash, actually. Ugh. No, we're doing a 180 on this bit. I don't like it. It looks well rubbish. I don't know enough modern Aussie slang. No. There's one Aussie streamer I watch. Or streamer, like YouTube. Well, he does stream as well, actually, but yeah. So I occasionally get a few words via his videos and stuff, but that's about it. Like Neighbours is long, like the time that I watched Neighbours, that was long ago. Decades ago, in fact. Put it this way, 20 years ago, I had to find out what on earth a drop bear was. You had to... Really? Let's fuck around with the tourists? Yeah. Yeah, why not? Dangerous things, drop bears. That's what I hear, JD. Lethal. Oh, I just got an advert on another Twitch channel. How could you, Connie? How could you? For the Irish Army? You signing up, dude? And it was in the Irish language. I thought advertisement was supposed to be clever in its targeting these days. Yeah, why is it advertising in Irish to you? Of all people. Got to piss on your... Wait, what? Put it on your head and then run about? Like, how prevalent... Like, how prevalent is the Irish... is the Irish language in Ireland? That's a weird question to ask, but I suppose here we are. While Connie answers that, you don't know the language well. Have never once wanted to join a military organization. Well, you do now, Connie. Now it's sown the seeds of Dubry Firkin's interest in you. Maybe you could join a military band. Yeah? Then again, the Irish are not in any wars, are they? Well, they still need some geezers and people to, like, you know, slap people around when required. Right? You thought it was a package holiday? We're not, but the latest I'll talk about our neutrality. Wait, your neutrality? Or when you say our neutrality, do you mean the EU neutrality? Not that we want to get into like the political stuff too much, or at all. But like when you say our, I assume you mean Ireland's neutrality. 27 years later. Well, you must have been having a good time. Otherwise, you know. Irish, yeah. I don't know where they want to. Surely they want to just like be looking after themselves. It's a bit of a sham neutrality. There we go. That's a new word I'm going to use. I should have known when we got on the plane I had to carry all your luggage and some big angry man pushed me out on the door on a static line. How was that, out of interest? I was trying to explain that to my mum the other, like, a while ago, what a static line was. And she was very confused. And I was like, I don't really know either. But I'm imagining it just pulls the top of the parachute out of the thing for you. The parachute bag. At a like, I don't know how long that line is after X amount of feet. Look at me with the army knowledge and stuff. Now let me paint some small soldier thing. You've been allowing US rendition planes? No way. You naughty rascals. I did not know that. I did not know that at all. Why in Ireland? I mean, no reason why not, I guess, but I never knew that. I always thought there was a big base in the UK. I thought that I thought they used for some reason. We also can't expect Britain, Spain, and France to save us in the event of any shenanigans on the Atlantic. No, well, don't rely on us too much. I mean, I think we have about £5 to our name at the moment. I don't know how much we can help. You were never in the military? No. Hold on, where was I? No, there's folks for that. Last stop before US. That is, well, yeah, true. That is true. Get experts to do it. It's a relatively quiet airport in Shannon. Oh, okay. Really? That's bizarre. They don't do rendition? Yeah, I thought they stopped rendition a while ago, to be honest. I don't know what. Very interesting. Very interesting. By the way, I do apologize for drinking straight into your ear holes, ladies and jelly spoons, but I need to drink this coffee. Otherwise I will pass out or something. I'm not trying to turn this stream into a disgusting ASMR stream. I promise. Because my outfit would change, obviously. The issue of United Ireland opens so many can of worms. Not least NATO membership. Oh, what, of United Ireland? I don't know. I don't even know, dude. So if it became whole again, like in the good old days, would that be how much of an issue is that? In all fairness, most of them end up in Eastern Europe, theoretically, of course. Oi, oi, voodoo. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Which is why we're going to start our own brand of coffee. Glorious coffee. And it's going to be delicious, just like myself. Nobody knows? I don't know, dude. It's very weird. It's very weird. I can tell you. No, I can't tell you anything about Ireland. So we should maybe avoid the topic. It's a hornet's nest. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I don't know. NATO is cool. We do all the things and invite our little cousins to come along. There's food and games and sleepovers. Hey, I like food. I like games. I like some sort of sleepovers. Does Canada come along? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, I need to slither more of white. Maybe we just do white inside cloak. Did I mean to do this? I know I initially said I was going to do red. But now I'm thinking to myself, maybe, just maybe, we do a white cloak on the old inside. One of the first to go along was Denmark, making recent events even worse. Evidently, I'm completely missing something going on in chat. I've got no idea. I've got no idea what's going on. Yeah, there is something completely. I've not just NATO parties. Oh, okay, all right. I do apologize, folks. I feel remarkably dumb, but that's mostly my own fault because I just attempt to avoid the news, etc., as much as possible these days. Hello, Betty. Are we doing a white cloak? Maybe we just do a white cloak and just go like, yo. Some. Oh, that's. Oh, that old thing. Yeah, okay, I'm with you now. Sorry. Like I said, I don't really watch the news. I try and avoid it. You need to read more because right now I just make a fool out of myself from modern political events. I don't know. I mean, surely everyone in politics makes a fool out of themselves at some point or other. That seems to be what I've noticed. Using all my powers of deduction. Avoiding the news, yeah. I don't... Like, apart from voting, like, I mean, which I do, obviously. Although my local council vote is about to get bonked on the head. Because we're getting merged into a mega council. And that vote's now happening next year, I think. Anyway. And pick up Canada? Mega council. Well, they're basically... The councils are basically... some of the councils are getting merged. So North and Norfolk, hello, and Suffolk, they're getting merged. Right? And various other councils in the UK are kind of getting merged. Yeah, basically, Connor, yeah. Back to the good old days. So it's just folk, yeah. Mostly just folk. But like, yeah. I don't know. What the hell was I even saying? I can't even remember. That's how useless it was. There was no point to it. Just plain folk. Hold on. What was that from? That was a quote from a film. I'm Googling it, unless someone can figure it out before I type in the words. We're all just folk now? Oh, Serenity. Ha! One of the finest films ever. I will say the only thing that annoys me about Europeans droning about universal healthcare and the US not having it, if Europe had to provide for its own defense following WW2, we would have healthcare, or the NHS would have been based in Moscow. Oh, well, you as in like Americans would have healthcare. I don't know. The NHS in this country is like a whole. It's disgusting. It's just a disgusting thing. We're just innocent folk. I'm going to give this paint. We're going to use some Dark Reaper. The States, yeah. Admittedly, we only just. I say only just. Was it in the last 10 years? We only just finished paying off the mega debt to the US that we got, that we generated during WW2, I believe. Is that correct? Or am I? Ooh, hello. What are you doing there? I'm going to slap you on anyway. I think that got paid in 2010 or something. Early 2000s, yeah. I only vaguely remember hearing about it. It was news to me. I never realized we were it was a thing, you know. How many coats of this are we going to need? Many is the answer. What on earth are you? You a weird bubble. You could have returned the things. No, I know. Oh, could we lost a deposit on one of it? Did we? I got no knowledge. I got no knowledge on it. I have no idea. I suppose we did have to use an awful lot of the stuff. You know. Just going to wait for this to dry. So we are making noises into the microphone. I wonder how my printer's coming along. It's finishing at 2 a.m. this morning. Well, just before 2 a.m. So there's another 5-7 hours. Bloody hell. It's going to be very... Assuming... Like, I went down and checked before stream started. So that was 5 hours into the print. And everything looked okay. It looked like there was enough resin in the vat. It looked like... So I'm just going to really hope that it works. I was talking to my dad long ago, and he mentioned that they still had rationing on some things as late. Yeah. My mum's... Well, not my mum. Actually, my mum's mentioned it. I don't know if she remembers it too well being on rations, but my dad does. He was born in 1942. Yeah. Sweet, sweet rations. Terrible. Your dad was 1924? Really? Crikey. Holy moly. My grandmother was... That was around my grandmother's age, I think. I think it were maybe slightly before that. Maybe 1922. I don't think it was like 1918 or anything like that. His mum was 1892. Bloody hell. That is crazy. That's bananas. Have you got weird bits of water in here or something? I don't know. So I'm going to end up doing a white line down there anyway again. At some point. I don't know if this is really the best choice. I'm having what's that word? Doubt. I'm having doubts about this decision-making process. And other noises as well. I do want to get this done first, and then we can paint this like papyrus, I don't know, script or whatever it is. What neck of the woods was your dad from, JD? Out of interest. I think you might have already told me that. Concerns, doubts, regrets, second thoughts. Yes, all of those. I've got all of those. Just in general. Just every single day, Voodoo. It's just every single day. Concerns. I think that's a good one. Waiting for this paint to dry, and then we can do some more layers. Then we're going to go a little bit. Then we're going to go to Incubi Darkness. Then we're going to go just glaze black over it and hope that I haven't made a pig's ear of it. That's generally the gist of all painting, as far as I'm concerned. Hope I've not ruined it. Oh, okay. Mum was Southampton. You're born in the New Forest. When I was looking after my grandmother, we were in Lymington, sort of the other side of the New Forest, or like on the coastal side of whatever, I don't know, however you want to call it. Had to drive through the New Forest basically to get out and towards London. You had to drive through the New Forest. It was very nice around there. Did like it. But I personally think, like, if I didn't have, I would personally like be very happy in Yorkshire. That's where I would kind of I don't know. If things could change like in a sort of less epileptic way, that would be great. Anyway, so just literally waiting on some paint to dry. I'm going to slap some more of this on. Hello, Betty. So I wonder what vehicle I got to look at this vehicle, but while we wait for that paint to dry, I'm going to try and find that vehicle. It's an American sort of, I don't know what it is, some kind of vehicle. American. It has wheels. American Army wheeled vehicles. I wonder how many are going to appear when I... Wasn't the striker. Chain guns? Turret-mounted chain gun and 2 machine guns. That sounds rather juicy. It's not the striker. Remotely operated turret and a heavy machine gun or automatic grenade launcher. That sounds ridiculously juicy. Wasn't that one boring? Oh, that wasn't even it. That was a Bradley. Oh, wait. Oh, Ragnar, thank you very much. 62 months in a row, you saucy little rascal. Thank you very much. How the devil are you? What's going on? Happy Monday. I hope you had a magnificent weekend. What era? I'm going to say contemporary. I'm going to say 2000s onwards. I could be really wrong on that. All I can remember is it painted sandy yellow. Sandy sort of desert stuff. What was it used for? I don't know. Ooh. Okay, we're going to look at army vehicles. It wasn't this. Ragnar, how you doing, you saucy rascal? We're not going. Look, I want to go down the it could have been the Lav, yeah. The MRAP. Ooh, that sounds like it could be it. The Wikipedia Hole of Doom. Basically, I'm just trying to think of a vehicle to do a saucy little a conversion kind of deal. Not stealing JD's plans, obviously. Badger wants to go down. Hey, I'm not saying anything. You know what? It could have been an MRAP, actually. It could have been one of these things. Don't know why. It could have been an MRAP. MRAP. Or a bridge one. A bridge throwing thing. Heavy assault bridge. These things are so cool. They are slightly ridiculous, though. I wonder how that would look with the floaty vehicles. Awkward time to tune in. Depends who you are. That's very cool. I do like these vehicles. Oh, I thought that said M9 Armored Combat Flamethrower. I completely misread it. I really wish that had said Flamethrower on it. Do flame tanks not exist anymore? I think that's a absolute tragedy from a cool vehicle perspective, even though it throws out hot stuff. Obviously, I think it's against some sort of conventions and stuff, and probably pretty horrific to be against. But it's a war crime. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it might have been JD. I think it might have been an MRAP, to be honest. But I'm now thinking of a. I could do Imperial Guard. If I do Imperial Guard, then I could do a bridge thingy. What was it called? I've already forgotten. I could do potentially something like this. Just drove home through freezing temperatures and rain. You get some warm stuff. Let's find some Canadians. They'll have some. The International Max Pro. Interesting. The music stopped by the sound of it. Assault Breacher Vehicle. Flippin' Nora. All right. Crikey. What the bloody hell? Oh, that's a tow thingy, isn't it? All the Humvees are light utility vehicles. I've evidently looked at this before. Is this the armored? No, this is not the one I was looking at. I looked at one of these things with armored. It might have been that one, actually. I don't know. MCLC. What is that? What does MCLC? What does that MCLC stand for? HIMARS. Ooh. I'm definitely not trying to get too sidetracked into thinking of what I could do for Imperial Guard. So a massive box of rockets, right? Is it rocket? Yeah, it is rockets. Rather, you should look up. Oh, that's the one which shoots the thing out, isn't it? I've looked at one of those. It sort of shoots a sort of, I don't know what it is, a thing out a certain distance and goes, blah, blah, blah. Right? Let's get some Death Strike rockets. Terminal. What the devil is this? Terminal high altitude area defense. What the devil is Theater high altitude area defense is an American anti-ballistic missile defense. Bloody hell. What was that? Was this a massive fan? What, did I just hallucinate? Hey, kinetic energy weapon. We're not going down the Wikipedia black hole of doom. What the bloody hell is that? What is that? The homing overlay experiment used a metal fan that was rolled up during launch and expanded during flight. The metal has 5 times as much destructive power as an explosive. That's a great big blender they throw at someone. That's horrific. You just reminded me of an Alien fan film set in WW1. Oh, yes? Was it good? Hold on. Step on the right button. No, we're not recording again, thankfully. I've never seen one used to clear a compound. No? The way you said that makes me think otherwise. Unless someone can disabuse me, their captain had a big ass beard that clearly messed with the seal of his cap. Yeah, well, that is an issue with the beard. That's why you have to be clean shaven, apparently. The other thing that was weird was a gas thrower, as if it was a flamethrower. Well, it was through the gas and then ignited it, or was it poisonous gas? Did you see the dwarf projectiles in The Hobbit? I've tried to purge my brain of the Hobbit film. I think I watched the first one. I think I might have seen the second one, and I didn't even bother with the third one. There's a Hellfire variant that fans out blades perpendicular to... Oh, God, that sounds... Wouldn't want to be... Blendy. Think flamethrower, but it shoots gas. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, by the way, I need to get some like little blocks of color underneath these words. By the way, if you're watching on Twitch, hello there. Don't forget to use your channel points for the community goal, etc., etc., etc. If you're on YouTube, we don't have community goals like that because they don't have points as far as I know. But we do have points on Twitch. So if you are on YouTube, do consider swinging over to Twitch and following. And then you too can sling your points at me, and I could potentially give away 5 subs if we hit the goal within the month. There we go. Basically, the US is so mad at you got your own Hellfire variant. You'd think GW would make chain blade missiles due to... You would have thought. How long have we been streaming for, by the way? 3 hours and 15 minutes. I do apologise. Hi, Farm. Hello. How you doing today? We've gone into full-on verbal diarrhea mode. Struggling to get sentences out of my face. Kind of made a joke in Nikki's chat. She didn't see it, but we know Space Marines, Traitor Legion, Sus Marines. Wait, what? Hi, Farm. What? She didn't see it. I'm missing something here. I'm really sorry. I hate to do this, but you might need to explain that. And I know that ruins a joke, so I'm going to reread it again. If you can give me a pointer without having to explain it, that would be even. Sus Marines. Oh, okay. Yes. Sorry. As in suspicious. Are they suspicious though? Are they really? Surely not. What is going on with this paint? Oh, there's a lump. Oof. Are they really suspicious? Also, hi Farm, hello. Happy Monday to you. I hope you're doing well. And I know the music stopped. We are going to fix that right now. You're not doing much, so you're doing well? Hell yes. Magnificent stuff. I was thinking of a mine Dubry Firkin. So not a line clearing, not a line Dubry Firkin, but like a flail. The one with the flail at the front. Instead of the MLC thing, P? Is that what it's called? MCLC. God almighty. One day, knowledge will stay in my brain for more than 5 minutes. Maybe if we're lucky. Let's just scroll back to royalty free. I just don't know if it's actually royalty free. I copyright free, because some people say it, and then in reality, YouTube comes around and is like, actually, survey says no, absolutely not. So just find something. Let's get this over here so I can read chat. Some engineer had his childhood dreams come. They call them Micklicks. Oh, okay, Micklick. That's a lot easier to say than that tongue twister that they had before. MCLC. I only know the MCMG. Wait, hold on. Hi, Farm. We're talking. What's the MCMG? While you reply to that, I'm still trying to find some music which is not retro synthwave 80s. No copyright sounds, free use music. We're going to give that a go. Please be okay music. Please. You're partially deaf? Look at that link I posted. Hold on. I was going to mute that just in case there's any violent swearing. So missile strike, we had no explosion. Oh, is it kinetic? It literally was a kinetic. Oh. It's the blender. The ninja bomb. I'm not laughing. 6 rotating blades. Who comes up with this stuff? Seriously. Wild. Absolutely wild. Again, the US is... The US is... Wait, what? Us. As in, us. We didn't... What? Also, MCMG is Murder City Machine Guns. Oh, so, okay. That's... Okay, high fun. That's like... Wrestling is not my forte. Like, I remember attempting to get into wrestling. Not literally me wrestling. Back in the good old days of the WWF, the World Wildlife Fund, before they had to change their name to protect all the animals, of course. Oh. They did have to change the murder to motor when they got into mainstream WWE. Were they from Detroit? I did it in my head. I was going to type it out. Exactly. Oh, okay. There we go. Look at my deep knowledge of just everything. Just everything. It's deep knowledge. It's just not accurate knowledge. One day we'll elevate to... What paint am I using? Am I using Thunderhawk Blue? No. What? Dark Reaper. I'm using Dark Reaper. Okay, this is the bit I wanted to do. By gum. No, Al Zurari. They engineered a few multiple $1 million munitions to... Oh, I see. I do apologize, JD. I'm not deliberately being moronic. It's just... Sometimes just stuff goes completely over my head and I miss what's going on exactly. You missed some spots? I know. I'm sorry. We'll get around to it. I know. It's all right. It's all right, High Farm. We'll get there eventually. Although I said if we are going to paint this cloak white, then we do have an issue of getting between the legs. And painting... Well, it's not going to be white there, but it's going to be... I guess... Are we going to go white or red Cloak of Doom? I'll worry about that later. We're just pondering other little bits and pieces very slowly. Very, very slowly. In the meantime, talking about slowly, let's break out some other paint. Zandri Dust. We're going to quickly whiz through some noises. I'm molting. Some papyrus kind of things. Whatever's going to be papyrusy. Yar. We will slap down with some Zandri dust. So, i.e., the skull right here. Folks, so the plan is... Now, plans are always... It's not a formal plan. It's not written in law or anything like that. It's just an idea. We will attempt to do some Trench Crusade tomorrow. And then we'll come back and do the last stream painting this guy on Friday. I'd like to kind of, between now and then, I would like to get to the point where we just have to weather him really on Friday. I don't know if that's going to be viable, but I would certainly like to get that point. So what that means is we're going to have paint all these cables, paint the hammer, paint the script stuff. I think I'm actually going to go Ooh, I think I might use another color for the scripts actually. We might do that one bony colored, but for the purity seals, we might go. No, we'll just do what I was going to do. It hit the specific seat he was on in a car moving 50. Bloody hell! That is very impressive. That is really impressive. Fired from a drone flown by some 19-year-old in Utah. Yeah. You gotta get those console kids on those things, yeah. That's horrifically pretty and bloody amazing. Do. I don't want to do too much of this papyrus on the back. I didn't mean to actually start it, truth be told. We will we'll worry about it. Oh, hello. I think we will use sepia, I think, for this. Normally I would use Agrax, but we might go with sepia. I rarely use that paint. And I do own it, so we might as well use it. Meanwhile, in WW2, we were happy if we carpet bombed even the right city with 1,000 bombers. I mean, yeah. I mean, things were a little bit different back then. We still, you know, pretty amazing feats of stuff happened. Do. What are you? You are a little bit of something, I don't know. So I heard there's going to be 1,000 Suns. Really? You filthy rascal. Tell me more. Tell me more. Because we know they have fruity dreadnoughts. We know in the Horus Heresy they have some fruity dreadnoughts. And they have some fruity robots as well. Cybernetics, right? No. I know you weren't JD. I know you weren't JD. I did after I said that. I thought, hopefully I didn't sound like that's what I was thinking. But after that, I was pondering like how different things would have been if technology was different back then. More advanced. I guess I'm glad we didn't find out, right? I don't know. It's just ridiculous how far we've advanced. Yeah, exactly. Did this axe just wobble? No. Where do you hear all this stuff from, Gabba? Who are you listening to? That's all you heard? Because I know they have some battle automata which are fruity. I don't quite know how fruity we're talking. I go to Dewberry Firkins, Horus Heresy, bugger, and then go. Where are they? I can't even remember where they exist. There they are. 15th Dewberry Firkin. Yep. Add force. Create list. So if we go. Feels like it is today, we'd all be dead. Oh, thank God it's not like today then, I guess. So we've got Thousand Suns. And if we go Allegiance... No. Allegiance, we go Naughty. Naughty lads. Oh, here we go. The Castellax... Akia? Automata. I'm not sure what their deal is. We're willing to throw multi-million dollar munitions at $5 mud huts all over the world. So these have a Force Claw and an Ether Fire Cannon. Psi Automata. They're electric space wizards. Was there... This was the other one. The Contemptor Siren Dreadnought. What is this bad boy? It has a Gravis Force Blade and a Gravis Bolt Cannon. Achean Force. And it's a Psyker. So Dreadnought Wizards. Did they have another robot, Castellax? A different Castellax variety. I could be wrong on this. I could be... Was it big robots with space wizards added into them? So tomorrow, we're not painting this guy, that's for sure. We are going to be painting something, though. No. I can't remember what the hell the other ones were called. I think it might have been just the Dreadnought. The Wizard Dreadnought and the Castellax Akia Automata that I'm thinking of. Primaris Pedro Cantor. Oh, yeah. Well, what about Pedro? What about Primaris Lysander? That's what I want to know. Let's ask the important questions. I have a sneaky suspicion once this guy's finished, these will be announced. That's why I'm going to paint all firstborn miniatures, and it's going to happen. If only things were that easy. There was a guy in our RPG tabletop club that loved having Pedro in his army, and my friend who played Orc crushed him twice. It was so fun to see. Did you not like this person? Pedro being run over by an Orc boss and 30 boys. My God. I think all the old metal boys might be getting new minis this year. Okay, we're breaking him out again. Where is he? For the umpteenth time, we're going to break out Metal Sicarius in his true and real form. Dual lightning claws. All right, he needs to come out Primaris. All right, screw his current version. It's horrible. This is where it's at. That's what I reckon, Gabba. I love this mini. I love it. I love it, but I'm not going to paint it yet. Maybe in March. Maybe, if we're lucky. Right, we need some more little... Folks, when you paint the purity seals, what colour do you use for the actual waxy bit? Now, I know wax can be many colours. From white to black to red to green to... other colours as well, I suppose. I think I normally do sort of various shades of reddish burgundy stuff. But I do wonder what other people do. Because sometimes I do think it looks meh. I think we're going to do that bit white. We might do that bit white. We'll scroll back here. I don't know if I'm going to be happy painting this colour, but we're going to do it anyway. Bob, 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 bob. Kato does, it won't be the Power Claw one. No! That's his best form. The stupid Tempest Sword one is... Gosh. I can't stand that model. No wonder people don't like him. Because they're just looking at his worst form. You know? We have more metal to paint on this. I'm going to have to check the old print after stream. He's got another purity seal right there. I will write GW a strongly worded letter. I'll break out the pen of rage, okay, and say, listen here, I think you're making a terrible mistake with Kato. He's a legend, and you're just doing him dirty with this stupid sword. I don't care if it's got a cool name. Double lightning claws or bust. See if that does any work. I don't think it will do, but, you know. Okay, I've got to get... Ooh, hello. I can't even remember the name of the other film I watched the other night. That's how bad it was. So I watched Groundhog Day. Because I've got great taste, obviously. And then I watched that Don't Speak or whatever it was called. Which was, I just have no idea what was going on in that film. It was just too weird. I couldn't understand. I couldn't really understand the gist of it. Like they did explain it, but it was. I don't want to ruin it for anyone who's going to watch it. And then I think it was some sort of weird horror film. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm having a what's it? Oh, I watched. It was called. What was it? It was called. It was called. Prey. Oh, I don't know. Basically, it had the word prey in it, but it was like Prey. I think. It was about a bunch, or it was about a woman who went on a what are those things called? Hen party kind of thing. Oh, hold on, it was in America, so it was what's it called? Bachelorette party. And I don't know, with her friends, and they all started dying. It was terrible. It was just so bad. Right, where are we? So we get some more of this. Get some more of you. Okay. I'm not entirely sure about this, actually, come to think of it. We will continue on it. What time is it? We've got 3 hours, 40 minutes of streaming. Let's break out the Incubi Darkness and see what happens when we slap this down. I don't know if this is the right area, but we're going to do it anyway. Do. Skedaddle. So Right. Very interesting way of painting. I'm thinking I might have. Okay. Yeah, a lot of tarting up is going to need to happen on this. Right. We are making a little bit of progress. Like a little bit being the operative word. Maybe that should be pure white. Maybe that should be white rather than ivory. I think that's probably the right move to do. I'll break out Skanky Celestra Grey, which is very skanky. My gosh. It's a bit of paint which might be usable. So hopefully tomorrow, I don't know about tomorrow actually. I'll have to try and add a few more items to the web shop tomorrow. And whatnot. All that kind of good stuff. I've got to start working on all the ritual, adding all the ritual casting things, making all 60 odd of those go live. That's going to be the main thing. Also got the sewer vermin as well to add, and then we can start working on all the Sunland and Transylvania stuff as well. Okay. But hopefully on Wednesday and Thursday we can get a chunk of this guy painted, and then hopefully Friday comes along and then we can weather him. So I will have to get him varnished before stream. So that cross needs to be painted black as well, actually. I just remembered. You need STLs for block and tackle some pulleys. You know what? I don't have any of that sort of stuff yet. I need to start looking for those sorts of things, though. I was pondering. I think literally yesterday, I was pondering needing sort of more usable equipment rather than just, guns. So block and tackle, some pulleys, and a winch. I will keep my eyes peeled. I do look around a fair amount for cursed STLs and stuff like that. It would be good to have that kind of stuff for well, just scenery in general. Not even just vehicles and things. What on earth is going on with this miniature? I need to double check the image here. Is it you? No. That's an ivory skull. It's an ivory skull. We can paint that ivory. I'll check all the usual. Thingiverse seems difficult now. Is Cult's the only one that works well that has some free stuff? Yeah, I haven't really looked at Thingiverse in ages. I just tend to look at Cults and my mini factory. That does the majority of the stuff that I want. Short of joining up various Patreons, like, it's just, you know, like I know Night Shift has a Patreon where he sort of shares, and I think also Plasmo, so they share the STLs that they come up with, but no guarantee that they got a random sort of block and tackle model. That is, funnily enough, one of the things I would like to get back to 3D modeling for. So if there's something out there that I want, I can just model it and print it. It's like little things like that, not massive vehicles or anything like that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'll join a tribe or whatever, but they don't have the things I want. Yeah. I'll definitely keep my eyes on a swivel though. Exciting things like a winch. Yeah, exactly. Friend of mine has bought Anycubic Photon Mono M7 Pro. I can't wait for him to get it home and we can start to print all sorts. Well, this is what's so good about printers. Print all the stuff. I'm currently got a 16-hour print on the go. Hey. Damn it, Janet. Oh, that is way too much water. I don't know what happened there. But we cleared up the error. Okay. Well, we're going to have to tart that up later once I can see properly. We already have ideas for buildings to Shadows of Brimstone. Yeah, the problem is there are so many awesome things out there and not nearly enough time. Not nearly enough time. Like, currently, my Cults 3D shopping cart has 9? Is it 9 items in it? It's terrible. And there are ones like there are many things I would like to print. One project at a time. One project at a time, basically, I think is all we can really do. Which is why I need to paint a little bit quicker. Or maybe not care enough how things look. That could be another one. One at a time? Yeah. I'm going to go with the ivory on this skull. Multiple projects at the same time is the only way. The only real way that things are going to happen. Juggling. So ivory. Ivory. That's going to be red. The thing. You're going to be white. That's going to be a white bit up top, isn't it? Because that's using awful Celestra grey. Ugh. So yeah, I was looking at Sniper Elite thingamajiggle resistance earlier. It looks rather tempting. As always, we are making some progress. Just wondering exactly how much more stuff I need to do to get before we get to the weathering stage. So all the metallics need to be done. Basically, this cable needs to be done. This the handle of the hammer needs to be done. These ribbony, these ropey bits here need to be done. That chain I need to have painted steel and forgot. There was a bit more metallic, I think, on here which needed to get done. And then there's the ropey things there as well. So he's got one side ropey, and then on the other side is chainy. So there's a chain there, goes over on that side, and then there's a rope which goes zoop, and then over that side. So I just need to get that done. I need to get paint the wax seals. I think we're going to go with... Wazdaka Red, which is a pinkish red color, for the actual wax bits. There are some little crosses and things. There's a cross there. There are some eagle-y things. There's like an eagle on that hip, or whatever, Aquila on his hips to get painted, and on his stomach, that skull needs to be painted as well. Well, I slapped on some ivory color, but I don't know if we're actually going to do it that color now. And then he's got the thingy on his chest. That needs to get done. Oh, and the Dubry Firkins there as well. And the green there. So that's a fair amount to do. And that as well. So there's a fair amount to do. Not an impossible amount of stuff to do, because I will be painting it off camera. Red wax, pinkish, much better choice. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm going to go with. Like, normally I think I used to use Corn Red and Mephiston Red, but I think this is the one I'm going to go with. Ooh, hello. Assuming I don't knock it over. But that is, and then like I'm ignoring the fact that I can't find his shield. Finding a 3D printable shield is on tonight's agenda. I think that's, and a block and tackle to see if we can make JD happy. I think that's tonight's general plan. Tomorrow's stream, we can have... I got a few Trench Crusade geezers. We got this one. This is my favourite one, I think, so far. Obviously needs sticking on the base of some variety. Got one of these geezers. Oops. And we got the whatever this guy is with his cane, a witch hunter, I believe he is. And then there's an ammo priest. I don't know what they're called. Ammo thing, dude with a cloak, basically, carrying a big ammo thing for this geezer. Maybe I should paint these two together. So I think really one or t'other of these guys. Could be interesting to paint for tomorrow. I just don't know which one. I guess we'll find out on tomorrow's stream when we get around to it. Not that I'm wanting to add more projects to be working through at the same time, but I am aware that painting the same thing over and over again is, slightly whatever. And we still have to finish this one as well. And I'm slowly working on a pile of, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 miniatures that all need basing. And then I can, once they're all based, I can take photos, and then I can have a whole bunch of pictures for Instagram. Yes. Instagram. There's my Instagram on YouTube and Twitch. It should be appearing in chat. Please. Hey, it did a thing. Well done. All I need for happiness is your friendship. Well, JD, you should be very happy then. All right. We got that sorted. But I do want to start looking for sort of just random bits and pieces that you would find to use in sort of scenery and stuff. I do think that would be a good thing to have a nice little library of bits and pieces for just printing out when required. And as I said, that is something I do want to work on in general. Something we'll start working on this year for, well, myself, like the 3D modeling side of things, and then eventually with a view to offering like the things I make, either have it as a sort of benefit for subscribers, which I think would be a good thing, or indeed selling it, or maybe selling it. I don't know, to people. Yes, but I do need to go and check out how that print is going, and I am rather hungry. So we do have some food. We do have some food. We do have. I will just do a few links. We got Discord right there. That should appear in YouTube and old Twitcheroonie. So do check that out. There is a little bit of there is a sort of membership bit. So if you are subscribed on Twitch, then that's magnificent. That you should be able to get into that bit. And if you're well, we don't have any. I don't know what they're called on YouTube. Members. Their version of Twitch subscribers. I think it might be a member. I don't think we have any of those. We don't have any of those. I don't think. I know we don't have any members on YouTube. But hypothetically, if that happens, there is a sort of membership area on Discord as well. And what else was I going to say? Oh, my store. It is technically live. So, you can look at it. Potentially even purchase things from it at some point. That is a tomorrow decision. Exactly, High Farm. It is indeed a tomorrow decision. Thankfully, it's not a tonight decision. I've already got tonight's plans well. I don't know. First thing is food. Second, watch a TV show, and then have a quick shower, and then come back. And I'm basically awake till 2 a.m. when the printer stops printing. It's gonna be a long evening, but that gives me more time to paint and/or find things to print, which is a good time. Is that all doing the correct links? Badgerbot did the right one. And Nightbot did the correct one. It's just doing all the random links. That is just I do apologize. I didn't see that Badgerbot did all my social links before, but that's it's just an added bonus, I guess. If I missed out anything, I don't think I have. But is that 8 hours of stream? 4 hours on the nozzle of being live. What a majestic time. What a majestic time. Just mute that for a second. So yeah, that's basically all I got, folks. It's basically all I got. Yeah, that's it, folks. I'm just going to bonk it on the head for tonight. I'm absolutely cream crackered and rather hungry. So I would like to say thank you very much if you've been watching on Twitch, or indeed if you've been watching on YouTube. Hello there. Thank you so much for hanging out. We have got some stuff done. We will be painting Lysander again on Friday's stream at 4 o'clock. Tomorrow's stream at 4 o'clock UK time, we will attempt to be doing some Trench Crusade. I just need to figure out what one. Also, we need to base it, sort of. Stick it on a base at least. Yeah, we'll just stick it on a base of some variety. I will say good night to you all. Thank you for hanging out, folks. Thank you very much for the resubs. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, and goodbye. Yes, goodbye.